Do it live.
We're live. That's right. They heard Mike. We started the stream with Mike saying, "Do it live." We're doing it live, people. We're
All
back.
right.
Grim Perilous Studios playthrough of Destroyer of Worlds. We're just gonna take
Yes.
the energy out now. We're back. We're back. We just started Act 3 at the end of last session. That means this is it. There's no more after Act 3. It's do or die time. Nuke this planet. Let's do this.
Then back to
Probably die.
wrestling.
And then back to wrestling. That's right. I need to work on getting that into Foundry. Jeff's got it up and running. He says it works very, very well. So I need to
We switching the stream over to just us pro wrestling? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Yep.
Greased up wrestling.
Yep.
Cutting
It'll
promos.
just be Ma.
Full
You
cape.
two have to come to Midwest.
Yeah. I already got the lucha masks, so
He
I'm
does.
definitely a flyer. So let's do this.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Manny Morgs. Yeah, it's a great adventure. This is the third group I'm running it for. So there's a few examples of it floating around out there, and it's all me running it, I want to say, for a few different groups. But it's a great adventure. It's a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be running it 3 times over if it wasn't a great adventure. So I'm glad to hear that you got it, and I'd like to hear how it goes for you now that people are actually getting it. On Tuesday, it may be available on VTTs. Be prepared. Virtual tabletops.
Ooh.
Dum dum dum.
Dun dun dun. Would have saved me a lot of time setting this up. All right, Adam, let's do our introductions. We'll do the recap, and then we'll play some Alien. Adam, can you tell us about Chaplin and what you got going on?
Yeah, I'm playing Chaplin, a synthetic, although he prefers the term artificial person. I think he's won out his welcome with that, though. But, maybe there can be some redemption in store after shooting someone who considered him to be his buddy. Chaplin is being played by me. My name is Adam Rose, and I'm the principal of Grim Perilous Studios. And what have I got going on? Let's talk about the Radiator podcast. It was recently the first part of it was put out to the public on podcast streaming platforms. I'm going to find a link for that for Spotify, and then I'll drop that in the chat. But that's what I've got going on.
Awesome. Sorry, I'm muted because I'm typing, so you guys can hear me smashing on my keyboard, but the people watching can't. For their pleasure. You told us who Chaplin was and all that good stuff. You did. I heard you say synthetic human. Jeremy, can you tell us about Mason and what you have going on?
yeah. So I'm going to be playing Gunnery Sergeant Mason. She kind of specializes in like chemical warfare, biological warfare, that sort of thing. And she's a much better person than my prior character. And she might actually try to save people. It's a little crazy. And for myself, I'd say probably my favorite thing I've been doing lately is I love working on some radio with Adam over there. And we got the Pludecast, where we talk about some fun and awesome comics. Yeah, life is good.
Awesome. Yeah, Plutecast. We got to record one of those this week, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Shadow over Innsmouth.
Yeah.
The shadow.
The shadow.
That kind of shadow. Cool. Mike, what do you got going on? Can you tell us about Zumajewski?
So Zimjuski, he's the lone wolf guy. All right, no one's his buddy. Hammer was his rival, but Hammer's a bitch and he died. So yeah. So the juice has got it going on, and you're gonna respect the juice, or the juice is gonna get loose. But I'm Michael, the boss Bossler. I am been with Grim and Perilous forever now. I do the Mechanics Mondays for our Patreon. I play games with these people whenever they want to play games. So that's always fun. We do our Desperation Point on Wednesdays. I help Adam with Radiator. So yeah, kind of all around.
You're a
having fun.
Renaissance. You're a Renaissance man, Mike.
I do a bit of everything. Yeah.
It's the best way to sum you up. On the opposite end of the spectrum, Ken.
I don't do anything. My name is Ken, and I don't do anything. And I am playing Iona. Iona is a very brave, heroic, manly character. And that's it.
All right. And you don't have anything going on you want to talk about?
No.
Okay. Plude. Jen, what do you got going
Hey,
on? And
guys.
can you tell us about Silva, please?
I am Silva. I am the captain of this crew of wonderful people that keep dying. And we're on our way back to the base and
Mhm.
have full confidence in all of my crew, except for Iona,
The very heroic Iona.
the very not heroic Iona. My name is Jennifer. I'm part of the Grim Perilous crew. I stream on Pixel Prowler, mainly video games on there. On Tuesdays, we have a standing game of Borderlands 2. We're about to go see Tiny Tina for the first time for a few of us. And yeah, I'll be streaming some other games this week, so check in.
Cool. Okay. Please give your poor GM a recap of what happened last time, because I have two groups at the exact same point, and I have given them different options, and they have both taken different options in different roads where you're currently at. So I'm a very confused mother.
Well, first, we compassionately handled the situation where there was a sick mother aboard our armored vehicle.
Mm.
We made sure to handle that with delicacy and poise.
Yeah, outside the sight of her children.
Right.
Yep.
Hammer stabbed her in the alleyway,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
as you do.
gutted her, and then found out there was nothing inside of her. There was no alien.
Womp womp womp.
That we knew of.
Better
You know.
safe than sorry.
And her poor children are now orphans.
Yeah, but they didn't have to see it, and they're gonna die anyways, so it's fine.
And we probably made patriots out of them.
Oh yeah. If they do survive this, they're gonna be hard. They're gonna be just like mean little children. So we've done something great here,
So the other group didn't pick up the refugees. So this is something that
right?
I can pull on.
Well,
They
we're good
actually they
people.
saw Faye too. They recognized her and they just drove right past her. Like,
They just gave
"Later."
her the finger and
Yeah.
then drew by. Yeah.
Mm,
I was like, well, okay, well, this is interesting. All right, no refugees. First group to not take on the refugees and help. I was like, oh,
And
you
then-
remember that she was sympathetic to your cause and all that stuff, right? They're like, yeah, but we're not stopping.
mm,
At least they didn't try to run her over like I did.
Yeah, you were gonna run her over.
yeah.
So you disposed of that lady who may or may not have had an alien inside her, and she did not. It turned out. What happened after that? What did I present?
Then we got the
There was a
USCSS
large
Nostromo.
Mm,
There was a large ship over the city that dispersed like
Something.
a EMP burst, and then the
Yeah.
sky was pitch black.
That's right. It was a big ship, nondescript. You've never seen anything like that before. Had no markings of Weyland-Yutani or of the U.S. Marines or the UPP, and it dropped that
Yeah,
black.
you know me.
It dropped that black goo on the colony, and that's what kicked off Act 3. That and an EMP going off. So just drop ships falling out of the sky. Your APC went dead in the water. Chaplin kind of did a
Got
little reboot.
electrocuted. Yeah.
And yeah, so what happened to that black goo?
People
Some
got
people touched
sick.
it.
oh yeah. I've got worms in my eyes now.
You do have black worms swimming
What?
around your eyes.
Oh yeah.
Or did you
Yes.
not tell the
So
others
big.
about that? I can't remember.
It's fine.
No, yeah, because I checked him over, and we need to get him back to base because it is treatable, but we have to rush. We
Mhm.
got it. We got to do it quickly.
Neil
Right,
Peart.
right.
Rush.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
R.I.P. He was
Getty
just
Lee.
And our APC is offline too.
Mm-hmm.
the son of life.
Didn't we get it? No, didn't we get it going with a?
Are you guys walking? Like, so the other group got theirs going, and that's
We
why I
had to
don't know.
walk.
I think you're
Yeah,
walking in the
we're-
snow.
We're
Oh,
Christopher.
you're right. You're right. Because we were walking through those like the
The
like in the movie where there's like the blackened bodies and they're sort of like
Yeah.
statues and we were walking through
Petrified
them in the
people
snow.
reaching
Yeah.
up to the sky or their hands
We-
down or screaming
then,
or frozen in.
We dispatched
And then
of a monster.
A young child ran at me aggressively. And I
Mhm.
screamed, "It's coming right at me!"
Mm-hmm.
And
So you pushed it in the snow.
Yeah. Well,
as you
we
were
didn't-
walking away, you pushed it in the snow and it attacked you. Yeah.
I bravely fended off. I defended my teammates by
Mhm.
using my first line of defense, which is my legs.
Oh
it's
my
legs,
gosh.
legs than arms,
Makes
So,
sense. Yeah.
You really listened to your captain well. She's very pleased with you.
I
Yeah,
did my best. I did my best to protect her. So
There was a young boy, he's
But-
probably like 9 to 10 years old, wandering around.
He looked a lot
looking for his
older.
Father, looking
Looked
for
a
his
lot
father,
older.
and he asked him if you had seen his dad, and and Iona said no, and then pushed him in the snow, and it suddenly turned into one of these creatures that had been because some of the people, they
Unreliable
weren't just
narrator.
petrified by the black youth. Some of them have been morphed into monsters, not aliens or xenomorphs, but they've got like elongated arms and like big pustules coming out of their head, and they're all deformed, and they're mindless monsters. You witnessed one that was eating like a severed arm, sitting on the sidewalk eating a severed arm earlier. So
Canadians.
Shh. Hey, but what happened in between that? Because we lost.
We saved some people.
We lost
We
a
did.
Marine, didn't we?
You did.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, we did.
So-
Yeah.
that little thing.
There
yeah,
was
that
a,
thing that happened.
there were citizens being lined up against a wall, about to be fire lined down, but the Marines came in and saved the day, and I believe all of them were saved. And then someone panicked because we was a kind of cascading effect of people panicking,
We
Yeah.
had so much stress built up.
and I think it was what Hammer went insane.
Yeah, Hammer went berserk. I was like one step
Yeah.
away from just having a heart attack and dying on the roll.
Yeah.
And I immediately just started trying to gun down one of my teammates.
It was the closest teammate, which happened to be.
The
Juice?
heroic Iona, I believe.
Oh, that's right. No, it was. Yeah. Oh no.
But Chaplin pushed Ione out of the way and took a shot, didn't he?
No, I just Oh, by take a shot you mean like
you got
take
hit.
it into my
Bodyguard.
body?
Yes, you took a
Yeah,
hit.
he used the bodyguard ability.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Iona proceeded to disembowel Hammer with his pulse rifle.
And I would have
then
done the same to that young kid. I mean, that older looking kid.
and
Yeah.
then lost it and ran into a building
Mhm.
with his mind shattered. And that was all stress, people. That was all mechanics of the game and the dice
Yeah.
determining what happened there. And it was pretty damn great. And it was
It was.
deadlier than a xenomorph. That's for sure. That it was.
It was,
Was.
super cinematic. Yeah, it was cool.
Once the stress
But-
starts piling up, this game goes crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm at like 8 stress.
But things were made a little bit better, all due to a fake mustache.
That's right. Put on your
Mhm.
Charlie Chaplin mustache. Did a little
Yep.
dance.
Yep.
It's fascinating that everyone keeps calling it the Charlie Chaplin mustache.
Well, because name's Chaplin.
All right, Ken. That's enough out of you.
okay.
His name is Chaplin. All right. Calm down. Keep it down over there. All right. So we'll pick up where we left off then. You just finished pushing this kid in the snow. It turned into a monster and attacked the 5 of you. So you're now standing there. You got this petrified forest of people all around you. It's still snowing. It's nighttime. The whole colony is eerily quiet. There's nothing going on. Remember, there's no guns. There's no shooting. There's that ship that was up in the sky is gone. Radios are dead. There's no chatter whatsoever. And every once in a while you see like one of these creatures kind of like wandering around. They don't necessarily wander over and pay attention to you, but they are milling about. I'm gonna put on some music here for us. We need some good music.
So you're saying that people are milling about like in between this like large area where there's like
No, these creatures. Like you'll see a creature
oh.
every once in a while, kind of like pop out of an alleyway, or you'll see them in the
Oh.
window of a building. They're around because the people who are closer to the epicenter of this black goo coming down, they are the ones who are transformed and turned into these petrified people. And,
Canadians.
and you just have black worms floating around your eyes, and you're terribly sick.
I hate to be a bother, but we must press on. We do not have time.
Mm-hmm.
He's right, Captain. I can't kick all these kids.
Iona gives you the stink eye.
You mean Silva?
No,
Oh, yeah.
No, he holds up a mirror.
I
and
like
he's
look
"Why
at
do
you and I'm just
why
like,
are you this
oh,
way?"
Iona. Silva gives Iona the stink eye.
Why are you
And,
like this, Iona?
I'm going to get my weapon out
Yep.
and just look at him.
All right,
Iona understands.
follow me.
Yeah, you get to go in front of me, and then I'm going to hit him on the back of the head on the helmet.
You're the
Just
boss.
keep moving.
He's
All right.
gonna do it.
The juice will take the front.
as you're kind of standing there and arguing with one another, everybody go ahead and make me an observation roll, please.
I thought you could be like, make it a random panic roll. Like, no.
No, but this probably will cause panic.
I think at this point that could mean death.
I hope.
Oh, thanks.
Did
That's good.
you say observation roll, Matt?
Observation, please.
He didn't say anything. Just it's okay.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, let me switch over. There's observation.
All right. So Majewski and Iona. Am I missing a roll here? I only see
Did it
4.
not
Yeah, there's
go
only
through?
4 of you. No, there's 5.
Oh,
of
there
you.
we go.
5.
All right.
Okay.
And
Oh
Mason.
no.
You all see out of the corner of your eye, step out. You see a figure step out from all this like forest of petrified people. Step out, and you pick up on him before he's able to like sneak up or anything on you. And you turn around and you see a UPP soldier, and he's got his arms up in the air. And he goes, comrades, please, it appears we are in the same boat together now. Perhaps we could be benefit to help one another, no?
Captain?
I'm pretty sure I have to roll a panic roll.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I think every one of us had to roll a panic roll
Except-
except for Chaplin.
I'm gonna say, Majewski, with your extra successes, you pick up that this is a synthetic. This is a David model synthetic.
Yes.
It's an older one.
Okay. Synthetic.
So,
David
Does my-
model.
Does
So if
my
you've
head
seen
explode?
Covenant or the other one, Revenant, what is it? You that's the David model.
Oh, fuck him.
Prometheus.
Prometheus,
What was
thank
that?
you. Is the David model.
He's gonna
Oh.
do a little flute duet with himself.
All right, Silva, you rolled a 9. You drop it. Why are you always dropping items? Do you have anything
'Cause I
left to
just-
drop?
I believe so. I dropped my
She's got all that
Combat
marzipan in her
knife.
pockets.
I dropped my pistol.
Sidearm. Do you have any grenades on you?
No, I got a transponder.
Drop your transponder in the snow.
Yes, I still have my pulse rifle.
Iona, you start to get a nervous twitch,
Another one? Great.
and everybody gains a stress from that.
Great.
And Mason and Majewski, you are both frozen in fear as you spin around. You see this figure just kind of walk out of
So
all these petrified people, and you're frozen in the spot, and you can't really react or do anything. And everybody's
What-
stress level goes up by 1.
what does an 8? So Mason has a thing where she subtracts 2. I'm not sure if
Yes.
an 8 is any different than a 10.
Oh, an 8 is different. Thank you. You do have that ability. You get a tremble, so you have a -2
Oh,
to
no.
all agility rolls until your panic stops. We're not in combat unless you guys decide to turn this into combat, so it's not really going to affect you right now. But if we do break out into combat, you just need to keep in mind you have a -2 to
Okay.
all agility based rolls.
Silva's gonna start smoking like a chimney.
All right, this is my go-to move, Jeff. Comrades, please. Perhaps we could go to the base together. It is the only way off of this planet, no? It seems to have gone very quiet around here. Perhaps they are drinking their coffee and watching American baseball.
His UPP.
He's wearing a UPP uniform, of course he is.
And he's a synth.
He's a space commie, a Russian.
You are an artificial person as well.
Oh, I see. You are a newer bishop model, no?
That's affirmative.
Yes, my friend. I am a lowly
Say.
David 7. I am an older model. But still, get the job done, no?
You were a David 7.
Yes. Da.
Ah. Well, it is a pleasure to see another synthetic.
Likewise. And he holds out leaves one hand up and he holds out the other hand to shake yours.
He's got nothing in his. I mean, clearly he's unarmed.
He's unarmed. Well, he's got a like an AK
Homemade
slung
flute,
over
perhaps?
his shoulder.
Shotgun to the face. Bam.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, you don't have to roll empathy. You're a synthetic. Okay.
Yes.
Chaplin's getting cooler every day.
Oh,
Wow.
Some of Chaplin's politics are starting to make sense.
whoa.
I feel like a
kidding.
piece of hammer left himself with
I'm gonna
everybody
give
else
it-
on the team.
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. So he holds out his hand. You raise your shotgun and bam, point blank to the face. So as you do so, his head flies off, and it's just kind of dangling at a weird angle, and this like milk substance is shooting, spring up, and he's making these weird robotic noises as he's kind of like dancing around in the snow.
Of course you can come with us. And I go and I retrieve his head.
And it's dangling like from his body. You just kind of
Oh,
rip
okay.
it off.
Well, yeah. Of course you can come with us. However, I cannot put my Marines at any further risk. I'm sure you understand.
You son of a bitch! Put my head back on.
No. No, your kind was rather twitchy. Forgive
not-
me. I cannot.
Then leave me here in the snow. I will
No.
not be demeaned like this.
One last kiss. Good night.
Okay, well, if he wants to be left in the snow, I'll drop him.
All right, you just drop his head in the snow. His body starts walking over.
I push it over.
Oh.
Oh my god.
We have wasted too much time.
All right,
Please.
you push it in the snow. It does not
Jeremy's
turn
just
into-
got big black tentacles shooting out of his eyes now.
All right, so you've got the
He's like,
synthetic
"Guys?"
that's like wandering around. It has no head, and he's like, "You will die out here, Marines. You will die."
I kick his head like a soccer ball.
All right,
That's cool. That's spooky.
And
Captain.
you just hear him laughing as you walk away.
Like the Predator.
Yeah.
One thing I think we forgot in our recap, didn't we run into what's her name? The
Mhm.
Miss Eckford, you do
corporate?
have the Wayland
Oh,
Yutani.
yes. And her high heels.
Yes, you got the
Mhm.
Wayland Yutani high-ranking official with you.
Jen's got some real issues with the high heels thing.
It's high heels in the snow. You're going to get your feet cold and wet. It's terrible.
not our problem.
There
She's
are
like a-
aliens
she's like
on
a-
this planet.
She's like a Wayland Yutani chairman. She doesn't care. She's
Is
High
she a
fashion.
real person?
That
No,
would be secret
no sensible
synthetic.
woman would do that. Just saying. Get some boots on.
Mhm.
put some boots on, lady. All right, so you're gonna keep trudging through the snow and heading towards Fort Nebraska. You've encountered a UPP synthetic wandering around, and you ripped his head off, shot his head off. I'm sorry, and then kicked it. So you keep
Yes,
walking.
chaplain.
You keep going through the snow. Keep pushing on.
Those models, they were a bit twitchy, as I had said before.
Yes.
I could not risk us.
Hey, I didn't say anything.
okay,
Bringing the head
Chaplain.
along would have been okay. However, I do respect their wishes. They are, after all, sentient.
I'm just like still smoking like a chimney. So I'm just like, yeah, twitchy.
Does anybody have the
Uh-huh.
ability banter? Out of curiosity, or do we lose all the characters?
I do. I was waiting for a break so I could use it.
Yeah. Do you want to
You
go ahead?
do? You've had it this
Yeah.
whole
Do
time?
you want to try and break the tension?
I use it probably once a game because I can only use it like the easy spots. But yeah, I'd like to use my banter ability and ease the tension so everyone loses one stress.
Isn't it
So
two?
what are you doing, Iona?
Oh, I'm just talking about how cool it was that Chaplin shot that dude
Oh,
in the
okay.
face, and how cool it is that everyone's apparently real cool with it about him doing that. Because that's cool, I guess.
Did you see how far his head got kicked?
Is
So,
it?
yeah, that
Is
relieves
it-
some stress.
Everybody
Is
loses
it-
two stress. Two stress
Oh,
when you do
okay.
banter.
Ooh.
Oh, you're right,
You
I'm
should
sorry.
banter all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I've every time we played, I've done it.
I know.
Yes.
Is that just real quick out of character? Is that normal for a synthetic to be able to kill another synthetic without?
It's against our mission. We got to get going. Right? Right.
Would I know that?
Oh,
I don't know. It was an enemy soldier. But you mean without making an empathy roll?
Yeah.
He's a robot, isn't he?
I mean, yeah.
Programming
Okay.
and logic. You're dealing with emotions. He's
Sure.
sure. Sure.
I just sure.
You don't
I just
trust
wanted-
Chaplin is what you're saying. You don't
I
trust
just wanted to
him.
double check because it seems like that was real casual, like blamp, and he was done. So I just want to double check that we don't have any more squirrely moments in the future.
He's fine.
Do you
You
Alright.
get shot once and you just don't trust him.
do you make any of
Yeah,
that?
I get shot once and I get nervous around him.
Do you make any of that known, or is that all internal?
As long as there's no big surprises, it's just all internal.
Okay.
I'm keeping it, I'm sort of like,
Yeah.
But I'm also facing forward because Captain put me in the front and I can't do
Uh-huh.
anything. I can't look back. Or she'll hit me with a withering look.
All right. So you trudge on through the snow. It's getting colder and colder. The snowstorm continues coming down all around you. And as you make your way closer to Fort Nebraska, you see more and more signs of the war that had broken out on the colony earlier, just hours ago. There are burned out drop ships, tanks, APCs, and all sorts of things. Dead soldiers for both sides laying in the streets, dead colonists laying in the streets. But you eventually get to Fort Nebraska. You approach slowly. Its big 15-meter walls are standing in front of you, imposing. The door is locked, or closed, at least you assume it's locked. The door is closed. The sentry guns, which were always active, spinning around looking for targets, are dead in the water. There is no activity. There are dead bodies everywhere. A mixture of those who are affected by the black goo and those who were fighting in the war that broke out. And you do see the occasional creature milling about, chewing and munching on bodies in and around the fort area. But you're at the one way in, the gate in front of you.
Iona, take point.
You got a boss.
Eyes on a swivel.
Do you want me to just go ahead and like scout?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you've got fire. Go up front too.
I guess. Yeah, sure. No problem.
You
Kill
apparently
it with fire.
Silva's forgotten your name.
No, he didn't. I'm
So I just
pointing at
rolled-
him.
I just rolled observation just because I assumed I was looking, but
Okay, you didn't have to, but if you want to.
well, that's what I'm asking you.
Make
I
me
did
a
what I'm
panic
thinking.
roll.
Fuck.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. I'm not gonna make you do it. All right, you're scanning around. You're looking around. The things that I described are going on. So yeah, you're at the gate. You're at the gate. You've got these 15-meter tall, ridiculously thick, reinforced steel walls all around you. And you've got the gate, and the gate is closed. And as you know, there's an EMP blast, and the power is off. The power is obviously off also on the fort because the sentry guns, none of the lights, nothing are currently active.
So I guess I'm the first to hit the front then? Is that what we're saying?
Well, you gotta try and find a way
scouting
in.
ahead.
Yeah, you gotta try and find a way in.
So is there any way? So I motioned to Chaplin, and I tell him to put on his mustache because it's super important. And is there any way that you can hack into this or make this work to open these doors? I know that Chaplin's like the best at the Comtech.
We would need to somehow restore power to the base.
What do you have for items, Chaplain? Do you have something on you that could help you interface?
Use that
in,
big brain and suspicious looking mustache of yours.
Your electronic tools
Yeah.
may help you bypass the gate, and it would be a Comtech roll.
And they add a +1 to that? Is that what they do?
Yes, but the
Right.
rolls at a -2.
Okay. So it'd be a -1.
Yeah. Does anybody want to help Chaplin before he attempts this? Does anybody have a point in Comtech to give him another
No.
D6?
Nope, no Comtech.
No one?
Mm-mm.
Iona will put his hand on his shoulder gently to let him know he's there.
Yeah, Hammer was our prior Comtech expert.
Yeah, he
out
was.
Out of nowhere, he's also our berserker. So
Chaplin doesn't have any points in Comtech either.
Oh my.
Anybody can attempt it if they want.
Yeah.
He could hand over the tools because then it's just a base roll for
Get out of the way, Synth.
your
Let
wits.
me try.
So just a base wits
Very well.
rolled in. And it does give you a +1, but it's a -2 though, so it would be a -1 for this roll. But anyway, you can do it. So a lot of you have stress die, which could help you get a success.
Damn. All right. Well, I already pushed him out of the way, so I'm gonna try it. So if I do Comtech, it just automatically jumps back to my wits, right?
Yeah, I don't think you can click a stat that doesn't have any points in it. So you just, or no, yeah. You gotta click it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
And modify.
It's the other way around. I'm
minus
sorry, you
one.
can't make a wits
Yeah.
roll. You have to roll something.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
attached to it.
And then just modify -1.
Yes, please.
So polite. Such a polite GM.
Oh no.
Oh,
my
you can't
God.
even push it. All right, make me a panic roll as you're sitting there fiddling with the tools, trying to open the door.
I am
Chaplain's
starting
like
to freak
directing
out.
you.
Mm-hmm.
5, you keep them together.
But
You-
this
you
synth's
put-
pissing me off.
You push Chaplain away.
I put my finger up his nose.
You're cramping my style.
Get out of here.
I do not believe that is appropriate.
I lick the white stuff from his nose on my mouth.
Oh my.
Iona, get out of the way.
It is fortunate that is sterile.
I gotta take the tools and try.
All right, -1. Ooh, the captain.
Cactus
Way to go,
six-
Cat.
Okay.
The captain
there you
shows
go.
you done. You get down. You start using the tools. You took what you learned from the other 2 failures, and you kind of connect some wires, move thing here,
That's
move
why
thing
you're the
there,
captain.
and all of a sudden, there's a big shutter, and the door starts to slowly open. Snow falls down off the top that's been collecting since it was closed. Rains down on the group of you, and the doors slowly open, and you are greeted with the Sally Port in front of you, which is what the vehicles would use to come and go from here. And dead ahead of that, there's a ramp, and the ramp would usually go down into the motor pool, and you'd be able to drive your vehicles up and out of the motor pool. But it looks like the ramps are all folded like upwards, and you can't get down there. And you have to walk your way into the fort. Now, remember, you've all been in this
Son of a
fort
bitch.
before, so the layout of this fort is no secret to you. You spent a couple days here, so it's not like, what's in this corner, what's in that corner. You know what's here. It was sub-level 3, which was off limits to you, and you've learned some information of and about since then. But otherwise, like, having these maps and things up in front of you, it's nothing you don't already know, being a soldier who spent some time here.
Mason, if you value your life, we should go to the med bay immediately and see if we can restore power there.
I hear you.
Well, isn't the power station on the other side of
So, yes, so the power, you're going to have to get to the reactor. The reactor is down. It's in sub-level 2 of this base. It's a nuclear reactor, and you're most likely going to have to turn it back on. You have to restart it. Until then, there is no power in this place. There's also, up in the North Bastion, there's an Apollo, which is like the mother or father. It's the computer here for the whole fort as well. So, but Apollo is also not going to be working until you get that reactor going. So basically, your first order of business is to get that reactor going. Second order of business is you need to find out where that damn space elevator is, because it's not here. You know, in the middle of this courtyard, there's a retractable door, and the elevator can go down into the bottom levels of this base and then up into space. It's not here, so that means it's down somewhere in the base. You got to find that damn elevator, and then you can also interface with Apollo if you want to do some more things here on the base before leaving. But yeah, you got to get the power going. You got to find that space elevator and get the hell out of here.
So you're saying the space elevator is connected somewhere to this building, but not noticeably. Like, we know we have to basically.
Right, there's giant,
Okay.
massive, giant tethers coming down from space connected
Got
to
it.
the base, but it goes down underground so that it can be loaded up and things put in there, or offloaded as well, and then slowly make its way back, its ascent back up into space. So you can't see it right now. There's a big retractable door in the middle of the courtyard, and that is currently closed, so you can only assume that it is below ground. Because you did see it earlier in the day when you were on planet.
Well, Captain.
Don't know if we should leave him in that med bay or take him with us. Chaplain,
You're muted,
can't
Chaplain.
hear you.
You're so
Would-
quiet, chap.
Would I know if there's any medical facilities up above, like in the
Like within the fort itself? Like,
no, like if we took the space elevator up?
Oh, great question. You have never been on the elevator, so you don't know.
I do not know if there are any medical facilities up above. If there are, it would be fastest to restore power and take the space elevator. However, if there aren't, the best course is to restore power, restore Apollo, then go to the med bay.
In fairness, sir, with the things that are crawling around here, I'd like to throw in my lot towards that.
Either way, we still need to get the power on. So that's our main goal right now. Because either way, we're stuck in the water, or you're going to pass out on us, or worse. Let's go get our power supplies back on.
All right, let's do that.
All right, so you head down the Sally Port. You're greeted by a guardhouse dead ahead of you. No signs of guards in there. There's guns that sit there on pivots, and the guns are just kind of laying flat down. Normally, there'd always be guards in here. And you make your way around.
Look at these lazy guns.
And you're greeted by the courtyard, and the courtyard is a massacre scene. There's blood and bodies everywhere. UPP, U.S. Marines scattered about. It's just a massive bloodbath. To the west side of the courtyard, completely engulfed in flames. It looks like the crude oil storage tanks must have been shot or triggered, or something made them explode during the fight, and the whole west wing is on fire.
Stand not amazed. We got to get going.
So you have the North Bastion dead ahead of you. That's where Apollo is. That's where you're going to find the ladders to go down to the next sublevels till you finally get to the reactor. You do have the east side where there is an armory and med labs and things like that. You know that there are more armories within as well if weapons are something you're wanting.
Do you want us hustling or do you want us quiet, Captain?
Guns sound kind of good. I could use another weapon or two. Since I keep dropping all my stuff, I don't know what happened. Let's go to the east wing real quick and get some guns.
Yeah, we all have off days. It's okay.
He says
Some
with
more than others.
worms shooting out of his face.
Out of his eyes
Gross.
into your mouth.
We
So-
all have off days.
So gross.
As you're heading over in the east direction and you want to start going to that wing, you notice lying in the snow amongst the dead, there is a white hilted saber lying there. The unmistakable sword of Major Hatfield, that antique sword that he carries that was described at the very beginning. And trailing away from the sword, you see a long smear of blood going off into a darkened corner.
I'll
Is this-
investigate the dark corner.
Yeah, you're just going to follow the blood?
Can I
Yeah,
see
with
if
my
the-
rifle out.
Yeah, can I see if the are you saying that's going towards the crude oil storage?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Towards the tanks.
Okay.
Nobody
Who
wants
has
to take the sword?
flamethrowers?
Nobody wants the sword?
Surprise juice.
I'll
No,
grab
I
the
want to
sword.
see where the owner of the sword is first.
All right. So you follow the blood.
I'll take my flamethrower and smart gun, thank you.
If only we had a hammer. He'd take the sword and use it.
Hell yeah, you would.
You follow the bloody trail, and you eventually find, huddled in a corner there between the crude oil storage tanks, the body of a once proud Marine. Terribly wounded, missing an arm. Looks like he dragged himself off here to die after fending off many UPP soldiers. You do notice, though, hanging around his neck
Yeah.
is a major level access keycard.
Grab it. I'm grabbing it.
Cut his head off with a sword and grab it.
Yeah, I do.
No,
So is
I
he
just
still
grab it.
alive?
he's dead. He's deader than it. He's missing an arm. He's bled out. He's died. but the trail of blood has led you to his body, and this key card that should be able to help you theoretically in his base.
Yeah.
Now, just to remind you, that was the wasn't that what Miss Eckford was also using as a bargaining chip, that she had access to all sorts of parts of this base?
Yes, of course. I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Juice is taking it. He's putting
All
it
right,
on his
so
neck.
you grab the key card.
And I grab a
Major
saber.
Hatfield's body.
I am the
and-
major now. Look
It's
at me.
good. Yeah, it's
I
good that
imagine
Juice. It's good that Juice took it. One of the most stable of our crew.
Yeah.
Although, what does
Juice-
that mean anymore, right?
If I commanded you to give that to me, would you do so?
He always has the opportunity to resist.
Yeah, I mean, let's not make commands when we don't need to, Captain. We're all here trying to get the fuck out of the same place, right? It's not like we're gonna split the party. That's always a dumb idea. Especially with those creatures fucking running around. So I'm just gonna hold on to it. Because you can always just take it off my dead body.
Sound
I'd like
logic.
to borrow it.
I mean, I'm
Dang.
the one that's going in first anyway, right? So
I'd like to borrow it. I'll give it right back.
It's
Are
on
you-
a lanyard, so she can't just squeeze it out of her hand like
Yeah,
a wet
I'm just
bar of
like-
soap.
Are you making a command roll? Are you?
Oh, I want the sword. I don't want the.
Oh, you want the sword? Oh well, fuck. You can
Yes.
have the sword.
I
Pass
thought you
the
were gonna
belt.
fight me
Access
for
card.
the sword.
I thought
No, you
wanted
want the
access
sword? He
card.
tosses it to
Yeah,
you.
I want the. Oh, thanks. Do I catch it okay? Do I cut myself? I'm gonna.
Yeah, the
There's a
scabbard
there's
is
a saber. Yeah, you
the
can
scabbard
cut-
is on his
Oh.
body. If you want to take that,
Yeah, let's. I'll take that too.
it's you looting the dead.
See, you threw
Honorable
a
Marines.
sword at me. That's great.
throwing
I thought I
swords at
had
each
the
other in
saber
snow.
and everything in the scabbard and all that.
We're good people.
Good people.
So while they're
Okay.
arguing, Iona's gonna back up slowly and then
No, Iona's not.
nudge the dead body with his foot, so
Oh
it
my
flops
God.
over.
All right,
He's
yeah,
gonna
you
push
walk
it over
over
like
and
a
you nudge
kid.
with your.
He's not doing it to be
And
mean.
then it turns into a monster.
Silva.
What
He's
And it
was
just-
doing it. He's
as-
doing it. This isn't Doom 3. He's not gonna jump out of a closet and attack me if I go near it. I'm just doing it to double check that he's dead.
Sure,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of nudge his body, and he just slides down and into the snow, smearing a trail of blood across the crude oil tank as he does.
Iona nods to himself and then makes a smiley face in the blood.
So
and then licks it.
Juice, how's that badge looking?
Majorly awesome, but
Looks like we don't need somebody anymore. I'm gonna take the sword and I'm going to try to kill Miss Eckford.
What? Are you really?
Wow.
We don't
What,
need
you're
her
just gonna run her
anymore.
through?
She's just as
Oh
responsible
my
as everybody
God.
else involved because she
From
knew about
Jen.
these monsters and she did nothing
She
about
offered you
it.
money and all kinds of other stuff
For
and a new
0.5
life.
Money,
seconds,
shmoney.
Iona totally thought he was gonna die because she was fed up with his towing.
No, I've lost
All right.
2 team members. I'm pissed.
So if you want to do a coup de grace,
I do.
you have to fail an empathy roll. Fail an empathy roll.
I feel it.
I-
Girl.
Iona would really like to try to talk the captain out of this. This is against your best judgment.
Oh no.
I really wanted to fail that. Okay.
The good news is you're freaking out.
The good news is I take it and I go to her throat with it and I stop.
All right.
That's-
Yeah,
That's
you
close.
you pull the sword out and you charge at her and you get right up to her and you stop and you can't bring yourself to do it. You got the sword right up to her throat, and she's just like no reaction, just stone faced,
Shit.
and she just says, "Are you done, Captain?" And you rolled an 11.
And what's Captain do? Freak out?
You seek cover. You run away. You go, "Eep." She's intimidating. She's got an intimidating presence. She's like stone cold customer. She doesn't care. There's even you drew a little blood. And she says, "Are you done, Captain? Are we gonna make it off this planet alive?" So you must use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible. You're allowed to
Maybe
make a
she's just
retreat.
like storming off.
Retreat
Yeah.
roll. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. More like you're storming off. Your stress is decreased by 1 though, Jen.
Yes.
But the stress of all other friendly PCs goes up by 1. So
You're
Captain,
the worst, Captain.
all calm, cool,
Thanks,
pulls a
Captain.
saber, storms off, told off by the Weyland-Yutani chairman, and the rest of you are like, oh, Cap.
Hi.
And I'm just muttering on my breath. She's just as responsible as everybody else.
She's got a real shit-eating grin on her face as you walk away.
Can story points be used to pass empathy rolls or fail empathy rolls?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, at least Hammer did for the mother last session.
That's completely wild that you can do that.
I allowed it because it was cool.
It may not have been by the book, but he allowed me to be a horrible human being.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you're saying there's precedent, though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm looking at
Are you allowed to try twice?
Not if you roll panic.
No!
If you roll panic, you can't push.
Okay.
And even if you push, you kept the success from the previous roll. So.
Oh, dang. Real schmooze. Swanner did.
I'm just looking at all your agendas here.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So we're
all right. So we're going to the armory.
Yeah, I guess. Sure. I'm just gonna kind of hold my eyeball in place while you guys do that. That's cool. I'm just,
While we all walk around, meander around.
Everything's cool. It's fine. It's good that we asserted dominance. That's great. Let's just have a nice little tour here, and then after that, we can go turn the power on.
Perhaps we should have a quorum about it. As Chaplain starts walking towards the way to the power.
You're going north. You're going to the North Bastion.
Going to the
North Bastion is the way to the power.
Yes, he says perhaps we should have a quorum about it, and then smiles briefly, and then walks off towards the power.
All right.
So
he's going out
loudly. Right. Iona loudly is just going to be like, so no one thinks that's weird. No one thinks that's strange.
Totally strange. But worms in the eyeballs, like things have just a totally different perspective today.
Like, that's strange, but I also have worms in my face.
I mean, I still respect what you're saying, Iona. I don't know anymore.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm going to give this sword back to Juice.
But you just hold on to it in case you change your mind.
You can have it. Oh. Okay, I'll take the scabbard too then.
Yeah. Hold on to the whole thing.
Are you going to follow Chaplain to the North Bastion, or do you want to keep messing around on the east end?
Aren't there med labs? Well, okay, I guess
there are. You guys talk about the armory. There are other armories in here. You know, there's an armory dead ahead in the North Bastion. There's one in there.
North Bastion, yeah.
We're going to North Bastion.
We'll just follow them. I guess we'll just follow the man with the strange mustache. That's never worked poorly for anybody.
Even though Iona's up in front.
Always trust the evil doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right, so you start making your way to the north side. As you get somewhat close to the east, Mason, your CBRN detector starts kind of going a little nuts. Your Geiger counter starts as you kind of get a little close to the east wing on your way to the North Bastion. So something or somehow or something's leaking radiation somewhere in this base, and it's on the east side of it. So you may not have even been able to get into that armory over there. So you got a fire on the west side, and you've got radiation leaking on the east side. Not good.
Looks like forward is the only way.
Yes, indeed. Now you can brave the radiation. You can make radiation rolls every round if you want. I don't care.
Thanks.
Chaplain doesn't have to, does he? No.
Nope, but Chaplain doesn't care about any of that.
All right. So you make your way over to the North Bastion. You know there's an armory on the west side. You know there's a commissary in here. There's offices. But you need to go down. That's where you need to go. So you know that there's also ladders that you can take to go down further.
Going down.
You going down, or do you want to go to the armory?
Let's hit the armory up first.
Is there a armory on the third level?
I mean, it's like right there to the west.
Yeah.
Part of the northern armory. Because, I mean, we can always have heavier weapons, right? We don't know what's in this base.
Matt, can you blip where we are?
entrance, west lobby.
Thank you.
So let's go dead ahead.
Yeah, we have to hit the armory on the way to the
Ladder.
ladder. So let's do it. But
Okay.
obviously, I'll defer to my captain.
Oh, we're hitting the armory, yeah.
All right, so you enter the west lobby. As you do so, the lights are completely out in here. It's pitch black and it's nighttime outside. You have to flick on your shoulder lamps. As you do so, you scan the lobby, and it is caked in this like black resin. The walls are just covered in it, and within the black resin, you see the bodies of Marines set into this.
Oh no.
What the fuck happened here?
Could this be fire damage, Chaplain?
I look it over. Looking to see if it's burn marks or something else.
It's not. It's organic.
It's the dust.
Whatever
Yeah,
this stuff
okay.
is that's on them. It's a black resin synthetic material that's holding them up into place. It's almost like a cocoon. And as you get close and look at it, Chaplain, the Marine in front of you slowly opens his eyes and looks at you. And he's like, "Kill me,
I unload.
kill me."
I unload with my smart gun.
All right, you're not.
I'm not waiting.
All right.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Captain. I nudge him hard.
All right, so he says, "Kill me." You raise your pulse rifle, just start firing in the area. Shots are going off. Captain, are you gonna like tell him to stand down or calm down? Like, he's making a hell of a noise right now. Also,
Like I'm making a really weird screeching noise while I do it.
you unloaded this Marine. He asked for it. You don't need to make an empathy roll. You're putting him out of his misery. This isn't trying to just end his life willy-nilly. This is mercy. This is a fellow Marine. And it's fucked up what you see.
Thanks for reminding me of that.
Are there
For
more of
whatever
them
reason,
along
that
the
really
wall?
does.
There's like 8 of them in total that you can see on this lobby. As Iona opens fire and starts shooting, Majewski, all of a sudden, a Marine closest to you who's propped up in the wall starts vomiting blood, and his chest explodes.
I think we got a chest problem here.
And one of those little, like, skinless rat creatures with the elongated head and a long tail
Oh shit!
bursts out of the body and
Baby
launches
Canadian.
itself
Get it.
in your direction.
Taking a shot at
Oh
it.
no.
As it does so, it screeches at you. It hisses as it shoots out towards you.
Oh no.
You need to make me a panic roll, Majewski, as it does that.
That's fine. I'm only gonna panic. It'll be fine. 11.
All right, so this thing shoots out at you. You're taken by surprise. You see cover. You just book it out of there. You turn around. This thing hisses at you. It launches at you. It doesn't hit you. It hits the ground. The other see it scurry off further in the hallway, away into
I'll
the
try and
darkness.
shoot it as it goes away.
Yeah, you can try to shoot it. Majewski seeks cover though. He turns and he goes back outside, and
Does
he's
it
like
look
outside the
does it
door.
look like it's just hungry or needs to use the bathroom?
It looks
Who,
like a
Majewski?
child, Ken. It's a
Majewski,
baby
you
alien.
lose one stress, the others gain a stress when they watch you just like
God damn it.
like run out of the room.
Uh-huh.
Dang.
This is how we stockpiled stress before.
Noping the hell out of this situation.
And you can take a shot. You can
Uh.
take a shot at it, Chaplain, as this thing like just scurries off into the darkness. I'll let you get a shot. It'll be at a -2.
Oh, whoops. All right. I should re-roll that. Sorry.
It's
I
trigger finger.
attack the darkness.
Hey, Kit Kat. Kit Kat's in the chat saying hi, Adam.
Oh, hey, Squirrel, what's up?
Boom! You
Hi.
level the shotgun
Okay.
and buckshot flies in the direction of this little rat creature. Hairless rat. What did you call
Have
it?
you-
A Canadian?
A baby Canadian. No, have you ever seen the real quick? Have you ever seen the Professor Brothers? And that's the only question I'll ask.
No.
Okay, never mind. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. That's enough. It just you splatter it, and like acid blood shoots in the direction it was it was running. So all of a sudden there's just like sizzling coming off the walls and on the floor where its blood just kind of shot out of it, I should say. And you smell burning metal. And Juice, he's outside. He's standing outside. I mean, like, he didn't run away, but he's like, he's standing there like, nope.
If that's what's going on here, I've got a quieter and more efficient method of handling this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna flame the other bodies.
Sure. That's fine.
Not risking more.
So you just go up and down, just torching
Yeah.
all of them. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I'm not
Can't
you're
risk
not gonna roll
more of
it.
those.
You're putting fellow Marines out of misery here. This is mercy kill. These things have been implanted with whatever the hell was in
we cannot
Dante
risk that
and those
stuff
other Marines.
spreading further. There's no way.
But this now looks like you're at fucking ground zero. Like, you're welcome to the nest. Like this, like I said, it's like a cocoon putting these Marines up against the wall. Juice, it's been long enough. I don't know if someone wants to go out there and get him and be like, hey, look, Mason took care of all of this.
Did you get it? Okay.
He's just stroking his knife belt.
Yeah. All right. And I see the flaming sacks, and I go, that's a good idea. And I pull out my incendiary unit as well.
While we're waiting on Mason, after I've just burned all these Marines, I'll take out my toy of a burned Marine
Oh,
and just kind of.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's my stress item.
that is
I feel like this is an
Mason's
appropriate
stress
time.
item.
I
Mason
feel like it's the
found
appropriate time to use it.
this little melted plastic army man Marine on the body of a dead child, and that's Mason's signature item. It's
So
messed
after
up.
burning her fellow Marine, she just kind of holds it and just sits down and cries
Sure.
for a bit, but for some reason that actually helps her.
Reduce your stress by 1.
Something just nice and calming.
Yeah.
Just I did what I had to do.
Before we head into the belly of the beast, do you want to maybe kind of walk outside and lighten the mood, Iona? Do you want to do some
Take
banter?
a short rest.
do a little bantering before you go in there? Maybe talk Majewski and everybody down. Say a little prayer.
I mean, if you'll let us, I will. 100%.
I'll let you.
Yeah.
Everybody reduce your stress
Let's
by
do it.
another 2.
Huzzah.
And then while he's doing that, while he's talking, he's gonna take a second for himself, and he's gonna look at his item, his Polaroid of a beach.
All right, and you reduce your stress by 1. And yeah. So from here on out, because you can only use that when you're in like a safe space. So
Yeah.
just-
So with you guys.
This is probably as good as it's gonna get.
yeah. All right, you guys gonna make your way back in the west lobby. Your nostrils are salted with the smell of burning flesh and whatever this black resin material is that has trapped them up against the wall.
I advise if you have anything to cover your face, even a piece of cloth, I would wear it.
Mm.
Iona's gonna take his mustache and put it on his face.
Like off of Chaplain's face and put it on yours.
Yeah. And he's gonna put it over his mouth.
It's the least I could do. However, I don't think it will be effective.
Do
Then
you,
again,
do you take it back?
no. I say, then again, placebo has been known to produce real effects.
My lank hair falls over my face in a specifically German-looking haircut.
No.
Let's
No.
avoid that from now on, please.
No.
Okay.
No.
All jokes aside, should I have a flamethrower or my smart gun? Which is a better item?
Flamethrower. You want to burn these things.
All right, so I
They
switched to my
spew out acid
flamethrower.
when you shoot them.
Okay, so I switched to my incendiary unit instead of my smart gun.
Okay. So you make your way down the hallways. You got some washrooms on the right-hand side. You got some offices on the left-hand side. The door is gone on them. And you can clearly see, and like you scan it with your light as you walk by, these offices have been firebombed. There's nothing in here. All traces of desks, chairs, tables, everything just scorched. You assume by the Marines who were here. And you make your way to the armory. So the armory is open. You're able to get in there. And it's got, you name it, it's got it. What do you want? Y'all want incinerators? Y'all want rocket launchers? Y'all want smart guns? It's in here. The problem is, it's all stuck to the wall with that black resin, and it's going to take some time to get it off. There's also 4 hazmat suits in here, in addition to the weapons, but it's all kind of stuck to the wall.
Chaplain will take out his cutting torch and start to remove the hazmat suits from the resin.
To remove things, it's going to be a heavy machinery roll. I'll give you a bonus of +1 to your roll for the cutting torch.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else want to start trying to remove stuff, or are you just going to stand around while Chaplain's doing it?
I'll take a... I'm looking for explosives, like grenades, C4, anything like that.
There are some grenades in here. There are like EMP electrical grenades. Do you know what's funny? Those are the only grenades that are in the base book. This came up with the last group who was like, I want grenades, I want this, I want that. But there are some new grenades in Destroyer of Worlds. There's a whole bunch of new items in this adventure. M40 HEDP grenades. So there are grenades in here as well.
But seems like a bad idea for a game set in space.
To have grenades.
They probably were like, yeah, we don't want that.
So, what do you want to start trying to free some grenades?
Yeah.
All right, you make me a heavy machinery roll. It's going to be at a -1.
I would like some grenades as well.
Matt, did you say there was a rocket launcher?
Oh, there's rocket launchers here. You want rocket launchers? You're all kind of at different areas trying to get this shit free.
I need to do a panic
I'll keep
roll.
a lookout.
I got 3 successes.
Mason's keeping a lookout. 3 successes.
Yeah, you got keep both those eyes on it. We need you to
an
really...
8. You start to tremble. All your agility based rolls are a -2 until you stop trembling there, Majewski. Silva, you were looking for some grenades as well, right? Iona, what are you doing?
I am also trying to pry off a rocket launcher, but I have this ability that lets me push rolls twice that are strength based. That's not a terrible
heavy
roll,
machinery
though.
is not strength based.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is it? Yes, it is. What am I talking about? Yes, it is. Yeah. Okay. Do you need to re-roll? Oh, but you don't need to push it. You passed.
Yeah, I passed, but I also have to roll panic now.
Yeah, roll in panic. You passed, but you're...
Ooh. Well,
I don't see your roll.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, a 4? You're fine. Keep together. So, Chaplain, while you're using your cutting torch and freeing these things, you notice next to you, all of a sudden, you hear some things move and like some canisters fall over. And out of the dark, this black elongated head comes forward, and you shine your light on it, and it's this shiny, long, elongated dome. And you've seen one of these things before, and it looks at you, and its lips snarl up, and it lets out a hiss.
Oh, no.
We're gonna go to combat because you got
Fun.
You got a xenomorph here hiding in the dark.
It's what we've been waiting for.
Yay! Ish.
Yay, xenomorphs!
Okay, Matt. Here's the thing. Gotta make it. You gotta have it to where we either all survive or all die. Come on.
Yeah.
No.
Just kill us all.
Hey, no. For those of us that have lost characters, you know.
Yeah.
I'd much rather live and you all die.
Have I brought you to a map layer yet? No. I'm slowly adding you to the initiative right now. So you're kind of spread out in this room. And Mason was on the door. Mason was watching. And this xenomorph popped out right next to old Chaplain. I'm going to have to individually deal you cards because unfortunately, I think, is Megan still in here from the other group? So if I deal one card to all players, she's going to get one. So let me slowly...
She's a free NPC.
Give you all a card.
I feel like, Megan's been a part of the group for a while now, come to accept her,
She
She's
can
one
be
of
the
us.
lady in heels.
Yeah.
Right?
Everyone
We're
just
gonna
looks
make
around.
her
They're like,
do
"Who's
something."
this lady?" Because it's just Megan. It's not like a Marie. Everyone's like, "What happened here?"
I'll just stand in the corner. Okay.
Drinking her coffee, just like relaxing.
Hey, y'all.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Don't mind me.
Kenny D.
That's me.
Sorry, I'm slowly going through the list because you normally just like boom, all players, and it just deals one to each player who's in game. But yeah, we don't want that right now. Jen, who am I missing? Mike,
Me.
Mike the Bassler. There you go. All right, everybody's got a card.
If you was
All
a
right.
fish.
Mike the Bassler. All right, get those numbers in there. It's go time.
Initiative has never been my friend so far this campaign.
Yeah, mine's showing nothing.
What? What's your number, Iona?
I don't have one.
You got okay. Above your name, along the bottom of Roll20, there should be a card. It shows a 1. Click on that card.
Yeah, I know how it works, Matt.
All right. You have one.
It's not showing anything. It's like completely blank.
Huh.
What? I'm gonna steal your card. Let me steal it. Let me
Yeah,
steal
yeah.
it.
Oh, it just says 7.
Well,
No, it's saying. No. I'm taking a screenshot.
that's your card then. If it's a 7, then that's it. That's what your initiative is.
Take a screenshot, put it in Discord.
No, just give me the card. Just let me steal it and I'll see it.
But it wasn't showing anything.
Lovely.
All it says is 7.
Screenshots or it didn't happen.
No, I mean it says 7 when you try to steal it, but when I have it, it's like nothing.
All right, Kit. I believe you.
I know, it's Iona.
All those Canadian quips, I believe you. All right, so Silva, you're up first. You hear this like hiss over from the direction of Chaplin. And you turn around and you see one of these xenomorphs sitting there crawling out of the darkness and moving towards him.
Okay. So I've got my rifle.
Yeah, you got your rifle.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot it. And it's okay that Iona's a little in the way.
Chaplin's definitely in acid range.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I mean, it's just Chaplin. It's not like
just
the acid's
Chaplin.
gonna do
Just
anything.
Chaplin.
Just Chaplin.
Iona's not engaged with it, so Iona's okay. It's Chaplin who's just gonna get a little...
Yeah, but you know, if I accidentally
everybody-
miss or something.
People moved on my overlay. What happened here? Let me turn the camera off.
So it's a long range weapon, so
It was me. I apologize.
it'd be a -1.
Yes,
the
-1.
range?
Yep, thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm fixing the overlay here. Apologize.
Okay.
It's really my fault. I apologize.
You miss. Do you
I
want?
sure did.
Do you want to push that roll? You didn't have any panic. The shot goes wide.
Yeah, I really want to.
All right, push that roll. Re-roll.
Oh wow.
Oh, that was worth it. You did not get a single panic, and that was a hell of a roll. Holy shit!
Wow.
All right, so that is 2, 3, 4, 5,
Whoa.
6 damage. 6 points of damage. This thing. Holy shit! It has armor. Oh no, it's armor piercing,
Armor
isn't it?
piercing.
6 points of damage.
Wow.
Jen, nice
That
shot.
screams
They didn't get to
damage.
kill anybody yet tonight.
All right, so you hit it for 6 points of damage. I got to roll its acid spray now, though.
Yes.
Sorry, Chappie.
So, so it's a base number of acid dice I roll, but I also add on each point of damage it took. Gives me an
Fun.
additional die. So
Okay.
we got a lot of dice we're rolling here. Acid splash is 10, and you did 6 damage, so I get to roll 16 dice.
That's fun.
Sorry.
No, this is what I live for.
Goo.
I got 2 successes out of
Wow.
Okay.
16 dice. I got 2.
All that.
Got to.
Considered, it's not bad.
All right.
That-
Do you have? Are
that's
you wearing
wild.
armor?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, roll your armor.
That reminds me of Ma
Block,
shooting a
block,
grenade.
Block.
I blocked one, so I
You
took a
blocked
damage.
Yeah.
Now, when I opened the character sheet, it was at 5 health, but I think that
You're-
might have
you-
been from the.
Yeah, it was from the last one. You should be at full.
Okay. Well, I'm now back to 5.
Okay. And now, the way acid works is like every round it degrades by one. Like, 'cause it'll keep eating through you, but because you've only got 1 point, it'll just dissipate this round. But like, say you took 2 or 3, it would go down to 2 points of damage next round, a point of damage the following round. But so it'll just stop at this. We haven't seen anybody take it where it continues to eat through them. It always that damn armor has worked really well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chaplain, you're face to face with this thing.
All right. Well, without a word, since I have the cutting torch in hand,
You do have the cutting torch in hand.
I'm going to try and strike it with the cutting torch
Okay.
right in its mouth.
Right in its ugly, stupid xenomorph mouth.
Cutting right to the chase.
Nothing.
Okay.
So that was what the
That was your slow action.
slow action. Okay, yeah, I'll keep the fast action to hopefully try and
Yeah.
block if that's
Yeah,
possible.
because you are going to be in melee combat, so you can try to avoid it. So with that, it leans over at you, and it lets out a weird like chirping noise. And as it does so, another xenomorph crawls out of a nearby vent over by Silva and Majewski, behind them, and lets out a hiss. All right, let's see what happens to the one on Chaplin. It kind of sniffs him, and it's not too pleased with it. It doesn't smell like meat that it can put its babies in, but it's still going to try and attack you. It doesn't smell like baby meat. What? 2. What is it 2? Let me flip to my xenomorph.
I'm hoping low is good for me.
1 for all. The xenomorph leaps at its largest group of enemies and roars a challenge, sweeping its arms and legs and tail through the ranks. All targets within short range must succeed in mobility, be knocked off their feet, taking 1 point of damage. And all targets must make an immediate panic roll. I'm gonna say it's going after Iona because you're not real. It's leaping at Iona, so both of you need to go ahead and make me a mobility roll to avoid a point of damage.
Okay.
To stay on your feet, not go on your ass.
Mobility.
No modifiers, Matt?
No modifiers.
Nope.
All right, so point of damage for Chaplain. Iona successfully avoids it, but oh man.
Do I get to roll armor for this damage?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Nope. All right.
Okay, so 1 point of damage from this thing thrashing wildly as it basically shoves you out of the way and charges towards Iona.
Okay.
Iona, you jump over its tail, and you avoid being taken down. But make me a panic roll. This thing also triggers a panic roll, so this will be interesting. 6, you keep it together. You're like, okay, God, damn it. And then you realize you're face to face with this thing, and you need to make me another panic roll.
You gonna double panic roll me?
Yeah, man. Nervous twitch. You take a stress, and so does every friendly PC in short range, which is only Chaplain, and so you're fine. Because Chaplain don't get stress.
What's trembling do again? I wrote it down, but I just wrote trembling.
You start to tremble. All skill rolls using agility suffer a -2 modification until your panic stops.
You're not trembling. That was a nervous twitch you got though. Nervous twitch.
Oh, okay.
So it's just you just gain stress, and so does everybody around you.
Got it.
And then there's the one on the other side. Let's roll to see who it's going to attack. Majewski, you're 1, Silva, you're 2. It's gonna go for Silva.
It knows an alpha when it sees one.
That's right. All right, 3. I want to roll high. All out attack. The xenomorph launches into a wild attack, throwing every claw, fang, and its pointed tail at the victim. This damage is armor piercing. Let's roll to see what happens. So it just leaps out of the vents and just like at you, Silva, essentially falling on you. Give me them 6s. 2 6s armor piercing. Your armor, it just goes through. So 2 damage. Just got a...
Damn, this thing's brutal.
Oh, I'm sorry, 3 points of damage. Base damage is 2, so 3 points because of an extra one for the additional success.
Can she defend?
You didn't use your fast action, did you?
No, I just shot.
Yeah, make me a close combat roll. All right, you fend it off. Make me panic roll.
Whoa!
You fend
Cat
it
was
off,
on fire with her rolls.
and you keep it together.
Killing it.
Wow.
Keep it together.
That's good.
This thing
Man,
does not draw blood.
Silva's on fire in this room.
Juice, there is a xenomorph next to you that launched itself at your captain.
It's just water bringing out the flamethrower. All right. So yeah, we're just gonna bring out the flamethrower. We got the. All right.
Boom, light it up. All right, go ahead. Make me panic roll, please, Juice. And you also burned your captain in the process.
7.
No, you didn't.
No.
You could have moved. Nervous twitch. So you gain a stress, and so does Silva. Both of you gain a stress.
Yay.
But it has a reduced armor roll against fire. Your chances of hurting it are greater. So you did 1 point of damage because I stopped 2 because you did 3 total. Oh no, okay. So this came up. Fire intensity. So the way fire intensity works, you got a fire intensity 9 there. So what you do is you roll to hit, and each success you get up over the additional one is give you an additional d6 to roll, because you're going to roll now 96 plus each additional success, and this is going to determine your damage each success you roll in this. So you're going to roll me 10 d6, and every 6 you roll will be points of damage. Your first point of damage is going to be 2 as listed on there, and each additional one will be another point of damage. So if you roll a lot of 6s here, you could roll a lot of dice for your fire intensity.
So
every
10
bonus-
d6.
10 d6, yeah.
Awesome.
I
So
got 2.
So you're doing 3 points of damage then to it. Okay. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, no ashes splash.
No acid splash. And oh wait, I stopped 2, didn't I? I had already rolled that. And you did 3 points. Okay, so it took 1 point of damage. Awesome. All right. You light it up, and it screams at you as you do so. And no acid splashes on Silva with the fire. Do you want to use a fast action at all?
No, I'm gonna hold on to it.
Okay. Iona, over to you. You've got a xenomorph that tried taking you down.
My cat just spilled a bunch of water. I'm going to make a move to the middle.
Yep.
And then I'm going to attack this xenomorph with my
The one that was
flamethrower.
in your face. You're going to back off and
Yeah.
shoot at it. With your flamethrower?
With my flamethrower.
Yeah, of course.
Or, I'm sorry, the incendiary unit, which is also fire intensity 9.
Yes. So roll me your attack. All right. Oh, look, the sound didn't work there. And as see in the comments, there's just an exclamation mark. That's okay. So now roll me.
It's probably
No.
because I messed with the weapon, sorry.
Oh, damn it. Damn it, Ken. No, roll me 10d6, because you got your first one means it hits. That's your 9 base dice. You got 1 additional, so it's going to be 10d6, please. Acid Splash works the same way. It's the mechanics-wise in this game, whereas like the intensity number. No
Oh.
successes. You fire, and it goes.
So many
those
ones,
ones?
and 4s.
You see all
It goes
those ones?
wide.
Does he get his base 2? I'm confused on that part.
No. That's
Oh,
determining. Yeah, the damage dice.
okay.
All right,
Suck.
Mason, you are at the door. You're watching all of this. You're paying witness to all of it. The
All right,
room is literally lighting up.
let's see. The one on the left is the one that's like super injured, right?
The one that is on the left-hand side of the room. The one closest to Chaplin is the one that is super injured.
So I feel like the logical thing to do is try and get one down. So I'll move up however close I need to do that. Like, do I need... Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah, that's
Do you
fine.
have the incendiary unit? I think it's
I do.
medium range, so.
Oh, okay. If it's medium range, I would gladly keep just a little.
But medium gives you -1.
No, I don't want -1. I want this thing dead.
Yeah.
I can't.
So you're
really-
within short range, but not melee range or arm's reach or whatever.
Yeah, you're short.
Pretty much. Exactly. All right, and then let's give it a go. No bonuses or anything crazy like that, so we'll just hope for the best. Okay,
Let's roll me 11d6, please.
I will. In theory. Okay, I would like to roll 11.
Roll a lot of sixes.
Come on.
And burn this thing.
Oh,
2.
All right, let's roll this thing's armor.
Does the armor go? Oh, I didn't think the armor.
Let's
Yeah,
stop rolling.
armor protects.
Armor predicts against fire. Okay.
Yes, it does.
It's just
I
half-
just
it's
don't do the
halved.
acid.
Right.
Oh, I see.
But also, if they do take damage, they catch fire, and they need to make a fire roll every turn.
So
Ah.
you destroy this thing. It stops 1 point of damage with its natural armor. But you charge in there, hit it with your incinerator, and it screeches and it just kind of like withers to the floor in this burning heap.
nice.
Even when you're not hammer, you're still hammer.
Not again.
Not again. So that was both of your actions. So we're back to Silva.
With fire now, is that other one on fire? Did it take damage? I'm pointing
took
at
damage.
the screen.
From a juice
Then at the beginning of the round, it takes damage again, and the intensity increases by 1 each round.
Okay.
Ooh.
Fire is cool, kids.
It is. Always play with fire.
For effect.
There's not a penalty for moving away, is there? Like a free attack or anything?
Like an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
I don't see one.
Actually, I think you need to make a mobility roll.
Okay.
So you suffer a new attack, so it means it needs to be rolled.
Yeah,
though.
for retreat. Yeah.
Right.
No.
Yeah, Mike, you'll need to roll 10 die now.
Okay.
Boop. I'm just gonna move to the other zone away from it, and I'm gonna hold an action.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, okay, cool. Danke. That's it for me.
Okay, Chaplain, you're up.
Okay. Mike, did you make that fire roll?
The 10d6, right? Okay. Got one.
Okay.
Okay. So
yeah.
And its armor stops it, so it puts out the fire.
Yeah. Thank you. Yep.
Mm.
So
So it's no longer on fire.
all right. So I will go to short range. Has anybody taken damage yet that I can see?
I think just you have taken damage, no?
Yeah, the captain defended extremely well.
Okay. So I'm gonna stay within short range because that's a. Or wait, no. Can I move 2 range bands for my long action?
For like your slow action?
Yeah, my slow action. Yeah.
Technically no.
Okay. Well, then I'll just stay here.
Okay. Okay, and you want to save your slow action?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Juice. This thing, your closest thing is gonna try and attack you,
Mm-hmm.
and you put it on fire. All right, 4. Ooh. Okay, the
getting worse.
xenomorph launches its tail at you. And if it hits, and you don't avoid it, it's going to determine what happens. So let me just roll here before reading everything. and see if it hits, and you're gonna get your opportunity to try to avoid it. So it hits you. So go ahead and make a close combat roll if you want to use your fast action to try and avoid that attack.
Yeah, that's the idea.
It's wild. The quick reference sheet doesn't have movement. It has like everything else.
So I got 1 success and 1 panic roll.
Is the attack armor piercing?
No. So what it does is, yeah, you can roll your armor too. You can roll your armor.
So I got 1 with a close combat, so I don't dodge out of it, right?
Right.
Yeah, but I think it reduces it by 1 though.
Yes,
If
it will.
that's-
It will reduce it by 1.
And then
One
you
of
make
those
a
successes.
panic roll, right?
Yeah, make me panic roll.
9.
And also, go ahead and roll your armor while I look up your panic.
All right.
9 is drop item,
Oh,
and your stress goes up by 1.
awesome.
All right, what do you have on you that you're gonna drop, Majewski?
I mean, I
Oh!
got weapons.
Oh, you dropped that key card.
Dropped-
What a dick GM. You dropped that key
Nice.
card.
So-
All right.
Before you read
Oof.
that off, I'm gonna use bodyguard.
Okay.
So someone within short range view is hit by attack. I can try to take the hit. So I roll for mobility.
So this is interesting now because this is interesting. All right, so you're gonna go in there. You push Majewski the other way, and it just starts stabbing you repeatedly with its tail. So,
Yeah.
I guess roll your armor. Let's do this exercise again because it will inflict damage on you. But the
So
other
it's
effect
1.
it has won't take any effect. All right, so how many successes did I get? How many sixes?
You got-
1, 2, 4. So
Yeah,
you stop
you
one of
got
them.
4.
So you're going to take 3 points of damage as it stabs you wildly with its tail.
Chaplin is
Um,
looking very poorly.
But,
Hmm.
but, this thing was also injecting you with a paralyzing venom.
Uh-oh. It's a good thing I'm
You're a synthetic. You're a synthetic. This does not
Yeah.
affect you.
Yeah.
So
Thanks,
what this
Chaplin.
attack was capture for the hive. It was going to paralyze you and pull you back into the hive to implant you with a chest buster. You'd be one of those you'd be one of those black resin soldiers along the walls. So yeah, he just jumped in front of, got stabbed, and the poison has no effect on you,
Good
as we
play,
determined
Chaplin.
earlier.
Although Chaplin is now coughing up milk.
Yeah.
So are
Very
you?
sorry, Milkman.
Do you got to roll on your?
No, not yet.
You're not broken?
yet.
Okay.
Just a little, like not vomiting milk.
Chaplin's
but
like,
just-
no, I'm good. I'm good.
Wow. All right, Juice,
Yeah,
you just got
we all
shoved
have off
aside.
days.
You got shoved aside, and Chaplin's in your place, and just bam, 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 repeatedly stabbed with the tail. And
Prison
it looks
stab.
confused because it looks like it was like it's like standing there waiting, and Chaplin's just like hasn't moved, and like the alien is not sure what's happening. It's very confused at the moment.
That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Iona's gonna maneuver just enough so he's not. He's gonna do his best to.
Why is
not-
Iona going? It's Majewski's turn.
No, didn't Majewski just go?
No, I just survived an
You
attack.
survived an attack. You got pushed aside.
Oh, I'm sorry.
right.
It's
For some
Majewski's
reason,
turn.
I thought it was your
So-
turn, and then Adam took over.
All right, so flamethrower. Can I flamethrower this thing, and I don't
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
worry about hitting?
No, because you can
Chaplin,
move
right?
anywhere you want in the range band. Like
Yeah.
for your short or your fast action, you can like move over there or like the other
Yeah.
side of the alien. You're fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
And then you can light it up.
yeah. So that's what I'll do. I'll move. Over here. Or no, that's Chaplin. Sorry. Yeah, move me over here, and then firing for effect. We'll see
Chaplin's
what we
got
get.
like 4 holes in his chest. There's just like
Oh
this
man,
milk
it's looking bad.
shooting
Yeah.
out everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, kill
you
those
can't
guys.
push it. You can't push that roll.
Oh,
no! Roll me panic, Majewski.
12.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
12. Scream. No. You scream your lungs out for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level decreases by 1, Majewski. But every friendly character who hears you scream must make an immediate panic roll. So Mason, Iona, and Silva, all with your blood-curdling scream, need to make a panic roll to hold together. Like, oh no!
Okay.
All right,
that's
Iona's
cool.
fine. Iona's okay. Silva, you start to get a twitch. Your stress level, and every other person in your range band gets a stress.
So 6 for Mason.
And Mason is fine. Mason keeps it together. So
Okay.
Silva gets a stress, and so does Mason.
Ugh.
Because you're in the
Iona
same
too?
You're in the same range band.
No, it's a
oh,
different
Only with a
range.
short range. You're in a different range band, Iona.
Sick. Heroic Silva or heroic Iona?
Mhm.
Actually, Silva also. Everyone here has been very heroic.
Except
All right.
the chaplain.
All right, Iona. So
Especially
now it's over to
Chaplain.
you. Majewski's screaming next to you in horror.
Iona's getting as close as he can before being engaged.
Sure.
So he's running up on it.
Yeah.
Gonna make the attack.
It's a hit. It's all that matters.
I don't
so-
have a modifier, do I? Sorry, I just fucked it.
No, so roll me your fire intensity 9 dice now, please. 96. We'll take your panic roll when you're done that.
Jeez.
Okay, we'll test its armor to see if it stops it.
I feel like when I shoot my flamethrower, I'm mostly pointing at the ground and ceiling.
So it's on
I'm
fire
doing
now.
Big circles.
It's on fire and it took 2 points of fire damage.
Yay.
All right. Make me panic roll, please. I'm like, I know there's something we're forgetting about here.
So many good rolls.
Nice.
6. Keep it together. You're fine.
Iona's unstoppable. He's unflappable.
Okay. The inflappable Iona. Mason, over to you.
I'll use my move to kind of get to where I have a good line of sight
Sure.
here-ish, if that works for you.
Yep.
That'll be my movement, and then I will join in the burninating.
Truck door!
Indeed.
Indeed.
Operation Trogdor. Eek! Well,
Look at all
Whoa.
those panics.
ah!
All right, so roll me 10d6. Let's take let's figure out the damage first before we do the panic rolls.
Okay, yeah.
Because you succeeded. We're not going to rob you of that.
Okay. Everything's cool. Everything's fine.
All right, so that's 2 damage, 1 damage, but it's still on fire. It's still on fire. 1 point of fire damage. Make me panic
He's
roll,
gonna
please.
take some fire damage soon.
And then some panic. So
Oh,
5.
nervous twitch. Your stress goes up by 1, and so
5.
does Mason's. Oh, reduce nothing. You hold together. That ability is so good.
That's such a good ability.
to reduce
I think
just
that might be one of my favorite abilities now
I-
that I've seen how stress works.
I took it with Bud over on our Monday night game because I've seen it be in play here, and I was like, oh, as soon as I had the chance,
too
I'm like,
good.
boom, I'm buying this.
Too good. Yeah. Because stress is a killer.
It's a game changer. All right, Silva. Who is it that lost their next slow action? It was Majewski, right? Silva, you get to still act.
Yeah.
No, Bud's not dead. No, Jeff.
What? Oh, not
Jeff's
yet.
RIP, Bud.
It's like, no, not Bud.
Bud's not
Which
dead.
is crazy since it's a campaign, but
He's not dead.
I'm gonna go ahead and take aim and shoot this thing.
All right, take aim, so give yourself +2.
-1. So,
We're gonna say you didn't move then, if you're taking aim.
yeah, I'm just like, visually.
Just really staring at that xenomorph.
Look at
Yeah,
all my black die.
yeah, where are all the black dice?
That's
what
weird.
happened? That is very weird. Can you re-roll? Because you should be a +2. Did you give yourself a -2 on the modifier?
No, because it's the long distance I gave it +1. Right?
I think you're in medium.
But you took aim, right? So that gives you a +2 to your roll.
+2, but it's -2. But
And
it's
you
-1?
are in medium range.
So is it still negative or a positive? +2 or +1?
+1.
Okay, I had it right. Then
You should have. There should be black dice. Why is it?
what is going
That's
on?
weird. I'm just looking at your character quickly.
Can we test someone else's character just to see if
Sure,
it's
somebody
doing
just
it?
roll.
Anybody up?
Oh,
Any
somehow I went on a different button.
Okay,
Here, I'll fix it.
because your range combat is a 3,
What
and
is
your
going
agility is a 3. You should definitely have dice that you're rolling.
I'm on the pulse rifle. I don't know what's happening.
Range combat. I'm gonna roll it. I'm on your character sheet right now.
Okay, do it. Do it good, Matt. Make me
There
proud.
you go. Do you want that roll? You roll it yourself.
Yeah,
Just click the
if
button.
I could get rid of.
So when you click attack and ask for modifiers, just put a 1 in there. Just 1.
Oh, no +1.
No.
Okay. Oh, thank God. I'll take that
That
roll.
is way better.
There you
Nice,
go.
nice.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
a champion roll.
Well, damn it. That was a good roll.
Yeah,
Hammer
sorry.
would be
I
proud.
don't know what happened there.
It's all right. I get my
That was
full
really
armor
strange.
against pulse rifles.
Armor piercing.
Armor piercing.
Oh, I get no armor against pulse rifles. I get a F ton of acid splash, though, is what I do get.
That's
so
okay.
much F.
Chaplin should be the only one hit, right?
Chaplain is the only one that's going to hit. So let's see. It's 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, it's okay. It's just Chaplin just taking
Just
a bath in acid.
You unload from a distance
Chaplain.
on this thing, and every bullet you line up hits its target. It finds a target and just bam, bam, bam. You hit this thing, it's screeching, it's flailing around, and acid is just spewing everywhere before it falls to the ground.
Someone
in
off
a
camera
mess.
just takes a bucket of acid and splashes it all over
Goo.
Chaplin. He just stands there.
It's like dripping in it. So it
Can't
goes
say that on
down.
television.
So then we can like sit here and wait like 10 minutes, right? Or
Acid
casual, like-
damage. So only 2 successes on acid. So you get to roll your
Okay.
armor.
Come on, Chappie.
2
Oh my
points
God.
of damage. Eat into Chaplin's frame.
Well, let's see what happens now as I need to roll a d6.
I gotta go to the synthetic table, don't I?
I'm looking at it, but yes,
Okay.
it's page 111.
Thank you. I'm very close. I'm on
I
108.
rolled a 1.
Oh, so
That was so
ruptured
weird. You
fluid
just
pump.
said 111 and then rolled a 1.
Ruptured fuel pump. The android loses its next slow action. So the acid eats away, and all of a sudden, just like it's like an artery, it's just like psh, psh, this like shot of like white fluid, just like from time to time, comes pumping out of him.
I looked down at it and like,
But he's okay. Well, yeah, he's lying on the ground and looking at it,
He's like, that's never happened before, I swear.
just like this geyser of this white milky
Oh
fluid
my goodness.
out of his chest. We'll say what's where maybe your heart would be. They put a pump there.
If you
Um,
had
only
one.
had a heart.
Oh,
Yeah. If you only
he saved
had
your
a
life.
heart.
Oh no, he did. He saved Majewski's.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
All right, so you survived the xenomorph attack in the armory. I don't know how.
But at what cost?
At what cost?
Chaplain.
A pump.
We
a
take
fluid
like
pump.
10, 20 minutes and we kind of like just wait for Chappie to come back up.
Well, somebody
Sure.
has to
Meanwhile,
help him.
Mason's eyes start getting really squiggly.
He can also help himself. Like he can repair himself, but other people can help repair Chaplain.
Is it Comtech?
I,
Yes, pardon me. Yes, it's Comtech.
Iona's gonna go help Chaplin by moving to the RPG he was messing with and continuing to pull it off the wall.
All right,
Hi.
so you repair
I,
Chaplain for 2 points damage. I know Chaplin's trying to talk. Sorry, the captain just
no,
wanders
no,
over.
no, that's all he's doing. He's going,
Oh,
I,
Ah, you drop another damn item.
I have an aneurysm.
Give yourself another stress. And what else can I rob you of?
My time.
My rifle.
My.
No, I'm not gonna. You're in an armory. I'm not gonna take your rifle. Did we lose your P dad already?
Your pie daddy.
Yes. I've got
so
grenades.
then your
the
wrist
general's blade.
your wrist locator transponder is now gone.
Okay. Oh no! If they don't lose track of me.
What's up with those xenomorphs banter?
You're not in a safe place right now. You are not in a safe place.
What's the deal with this paralytic venom?
All right, so Chaplain, you have been patched up for 2 points of damage. Does anybody else want to? On Chaplain, you can help yourself as well.
Did I patch
Hello,
up that
Captain.
RPG?
Yes, you grabbed an RPG.
My man.
My systems have taken pretty heavy damage, but thank you for the repairs.
That's the least I could do.
Jimievsky, it's good to see that you're all right.
Yeah, thanks. It's twice now.
That is good.
Yeah.
Although, no matter how many times it happens, if I am there, I shall do my best.
All right. I'll make sure to stick next to you then.
How about our escort mission? How's little Miss Corporate doing?
She's good. She's standing in the hallway. She did not partake in this exchange.
I hope she breaks a heel.
Probably just relaxed, super relaxed.
Yeah, smoking a cigar.
I do not
What?
know if we come across two more. The chances of my survival are very slim.
Well,
I could just pop your head off. I'll
should
just
work
take
we've
you
to,
won,
out.
we can just carry your head, so you know.
This is true.
you should work to fix up your body then, Chaplain.
Your supple android body.
Are you referring to the old phrase of "physician, heal thyself"?
I mean, I can always give it a shot, but I ain't exactly trained on it.
Use this as I hand him my electronic tools.
Cool. Does that give me a bonus?
I think it's
He
plus
just
one.
pockets it.
Thanks, pal.
That would be the best.
It would be
Gives you a
something
plus
do.
what?
I think it gives you a plus one.
Here's some
The book-
tools. Thanks. I hope you stop the fluid rupture by shoving a shotgun shell in it.
But it shoots off. Like
Oh. All right, another point repaired.
And no panic rules.
And
It's
no,
crazy.
look at all of those stress.
Do you
Two,
guys
four,
feel like
six.
we're just spending a lot of time? This game should be called Fixing Up Chaplain. The situation.
The role playing game.
Yeah, we're just always doing surgery on Chaplain.
Stress
He's
balls,
also
'cause they're not
saving
in
your
space.
life every time.
That's not
Sometimes he's not.
important.
I mean, he only shot you once.
That's true. And
Yeah,
he saved my life 3 times, twice.
Gives you Comtech plus one. So yes, okay. I was
Yep.
All right, another point repaired on old Chaplain. You can attempt on yourself too, Chappy.
I see. Perhaps I can take it from here.
Sure. Is there any heavier armor in the armory than what we're wearing?
Nothing heavier than what you're currently wearing. It's the same
Okay.
same combat armor. What is it, like a base dace of 6 or whatever you have?
Yeah, it's
Sweet.
6.
Another point repaired, Chaplain. All right, done. You're
Wow.
my Danny Aiello. We got to sing side by side together as we pull off a heist.
Of course.
I like that movie. I know it got a lot of hate. When it
No,
came
that,
It's
that
fun.
movie that movie's a blast, and it's a blast because it's so weird. Like,
Yes.
because it's so wild.
I am almost back to fully operational status.
Wonderful.
Polar Knight says, I love the guy's cam setup. It is like the evolution of beards. That was great. Thank you, Polar Knights, for
Oh,
joining
no, I
us.
gotta check.
That was really good.
Oh, that's great.
It's good. All right, so
Polar Knights wins chat.
yeah, you win
Yeah.
tonight, Polar Knights. So it's because we're in that D&D territory. We're getting all these rowdies in here. No, I'm just kidding.
These undesirables.
Where are we going from here? So what do you guys want? So you have hazmat suits. Chaplain, you don't need a hazmat suit, but these
Right.
other 4 do.
Can you wear
Chaplain doesn't
hazmat
need
suit
anything.
over the armor, or do we have to discard the armor?
You can wear it over the armor.
Okay. Yeah.
Whoa, awesome.
So yeah, I put that on. Grab some grenades. No C4, right?
No, there's no C4, unfortunately. I wouldn't be surprised
Classic
if we see
explosives.
that in the near future.
So basically, we're all putting on rad suits, with the exception of Megan.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
only 4, so she doesn't get one.
Yeah.
Her high heels will protect her.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Megan doesn't get one.
True.
Megan's got
They
one in
have
her
healing power.
game. Chaplain's not putting one on. He doesn't need one.
Her money will block the radiation.
She's probably a synth, let's be honest.
So hazmat suit. And so what did everybody want? And do you need stats for these damn things?
I need stats for grenades.
Grenade is a blast of 9. It's the same thing as fire intensity, like you roll those dice when
Okay.
you do damage. So it's a blast a 9.
Chaplain
Range
will keep the 12 gauge, but he will take a flamethrower.
Okay, incinerator. I'm gonna give you guys 4 grenades each. Whoever's taking grenades. It's not just like an
Ooh.
unlimited supply.
Are you
Do you-
sure?
Do you need stats for an incinerator, or you have it there handy, Adam?
Yeah, I can enter it in. I don't want to
Okay.
slow down the game. So
Anybody else want anything? Somebody was interested in a rocket launcher.
I already took
mean-
it. It's also important to remember that Matt has he's got the handouts of all like the cards and stuff.
No, I don't.
So if well, not all of it, but I'm saying if you're ever like unsure, just look at the gear before you start looking through like a PDF.
Oh, someone's there.
It
So-
saved my life so many times.
I was gonna say, so the official VTT of this is coming out soon, and I have early access to it, and it also has like literally the cards in there, and you just hand them to players and put them in their hands as they pick
Perfect.
stuff up, which is pretty nice.
I
Would
would
have been
love
nice to have
that.
had that, but we don't, because I put this one together before they
I
built
have a
it.
grenade launcher. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll take some grenades.
All right, you can grab 4 grenades. Those are the grenades that are used in there as ammo as well. It is
Okay,
mentioned in the item description.
cool. All right, I have more grenades.
All right,
Pick up a combat knife because you made me drop one earlier, so pick up a new one.
sure. Sure, yeah,
I
you would
dropped
notice your like whoever's lost sidearms and knives as you're like arming yourself, be like, oh, where did that go?
Where the
You can
fuck
grab
did
another
that
combat
go?
knife and another pistol for me to take from you later.
I grab more credentials. They have that here, right?
Do we have stats for
No.
the RPG? I just realized.
Yes, I have them in Destroyer of Worlds.
Oh, okay.
I like Mike's beard also. So the RPG, the bonus is a +1.
Wait 1 second. Sorry. RPG bonus +1.
Yep. Base damage is 5. Range is extreme. And it is armor piercing. This is what was used on the your APC. I think I let you roll armor on yours. I should have just destroyed it. Hey, Polar Knights, thanks for the sub.
Thanks for the sub.
Thanks.
Thanks,
You're
people
awesome.
are nice. Yeah.
There's confetti.
There's
Ooh.
confetti in a lightning blast. Shazam! You have to say it like that.
Shazam!
No, Jowzam.
Oh, Jazam!
There you go. All right. Cool. Yeah.
All right.
I don't think that follows when you subscribe. Thank you for the follow, Polar Knights. All right, so we patch up Chaplain. We've got a whole bunch of gear. We're coming to the end of our session soon. We're on like level 1 of this. So this bastion has a few levels to itself before you even get into the sub levels of the base. We barely scratched the
Oh,
surface of this place.
This feels like a dungeon.
This
It
is a
is a
dungeon.
dungeon.
This is a dungeon.
And this is where we're all gonna die.
It's a dungeon crawl. All right, so
Fine.
so just outside of the armory, there is a ladder that will lead you down. You're gonna have to take ladders, right? Because the power's out. You're not gonna be able to take elevators or anything. Do you want to go to the commissary or anything else, or do you want to head down?
Before we go everywhere, as soon as everybody's arming up, I'm gonna pick up the access card. Just slip it in my pocket.
Oh, you can make a roll to see if you saw it fall. You can make an observation roll at the
I assume I did not notice it falling.
No,
right?
no.
Okay.
I would hope somebody saw it.
So
I'll panic over that.
all right, so you see that Majewski dropped the key card, but I need you to make me a panic roll as you grab it.
Oh my
8.
gosh.
Tremble. You start to tremble uncontrollably. All skill rolls are a -2 until the panic stops. So you pick it up, you start
That's fine.
trembling. You're not in combat. We'll say it just passes.
I'll
You
just
got
put it in
you
my
got a
pocket.
freebie there. Now you got the major level access back.
I don't know if this is a good idea, but perhaps you all should have yet another moment. We have just come across something that I've never seen before. We landed here, that is. And there was 2 of them.
You mean a moment of quiet reflection and banter?
Yes.
Because it's so safe.
It's currently secure.
Iona's gonna lay down in this like this black resin and look really relaxed.
Wait for you to like
Into a burnt
Snow.
corpse's like rib cage, just like relax into it, you know.
snowy angels on the floor, like
I will
perfectly
at least
innocent.
I will at least guard the doorway.
If Chaplin guards the doorway, I'll let you use banter here before carrying on.
You're a good guy, Matt. Too bad Chaplin sucks though.
And that's the banter.
I'm just kidding. Chaplin's great.
Yes. You're speaking.
I'm
to
using
Apollo.
banter.
All right. So you all reduce
Thank
your
you,
stress by
Chaplin.
2, please, and thank you. And where do we go from here? Do you want to keep searching this first floor, or you say we need to get to the reactor? We need to get that damn power on.
Yep.
We need
We need to
loot.
get the reactor.
We need loot.
It would
I
be
know
really
you're
nice to
green.
get some
Look at you.
power on. Maybe get to a med unit. I mean, no hurry, no pressure or anything. Just, it's one of them is coming out like I thought I had an eye booger, and it turns out it's just a worm. I mean, I squished it already.
Then you ate
I
it.
squished it.
I'm feeling up. Blah.
It's cool. I'm fine. I'll rub some dirt on it. It's all good.
Yep, we need to get down. Let's do that.
So
All
let's
right.
get down.
Take the ladder. What's the marching order here? Who's going first down the ladder?
We should have the spellcaster
I will.
back.
This is a dungeon, yeah. Chaplain's taking point. Who's in the back? Whoa, Polar Knights, thank you for gifting
Whoa.
subs. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
How's it about to?
So I have a flamethrower. It's probably not a good behind someone weapon.
I think most of us are using flamethrowers at this point.
Stop. Everyone just burns everyone down the line.
All right, so Chaplain, you're in the front. Who's at the back?
Iona's in the back.
Iona's the back.
Okay.
That's
before
okay. I know I'll get picked off.
Before we carry on, I need to look at everybody's story, don't I? Agendas, and I think I might owe some people some story points.
I'm maxed out on story points, but I'm not sure if I was supposed to be or not.
No, you lose them at the end of every act.
Mhm.
Mason. Yours is a funky one, Mason.
It's a little difficult. I tried, but I don't know if it counts.
Yeah, I'll give you one.
Is it keep Iona alive?
No.
It should be. I wish it was.
I agree.
And maybe it will be.
Chaplain, not yet.
Wait,
Silva,
maybe I'm reading the wrong. Hang on.
Act 3, Chaplain.
Oh.
Yours
Nice.
is very specific, Chaplain.
Yes. Yes.
I'll
I'm
give
still
one to
going
you,
off the back
Silva.
too.
I'll give one to you, Iona. And yeah, Majewski, yours is very
Yes.
specific.
Mine's very
I'll give you one.
specific as well.
I'll give you one. You're getting there. You're getting there. I'll tell you what, Majewski, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, you know they're here.
I know they're here.
Okay,
because the music changed.
I know I have music set on this level, so it's funny when we change to this map for you to view that you hear different music. All right, so you are on on level 2 of the North Bastion. You have offices directly in front of you. Again, these offices have just been fucking firebombed. You know Apollo is on this. The Apollo mainframe is on this level, but the entryways are most likely shut because they're all computer and electronically controlled, and with the power out, you're not going to be able to get into Apollo. Operations is also on this level, as well as a war room and the colonel's office. To head down further, you're going to have to make your way south over to the gantry that overlooks where the space elevator would go through this level, and take the ladder down to the next level. Do you want to do anything on this floor? Do you want to poke around, or do you just want to head straight to the ladder and keep on going down?
So theoretically, if I wanted to make it to the colonel's office, I'd have to go all the way around the Pentagon.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, and you've got the locked doors to the Apollo mainframe blocking you from that that area over there currently.
Fun.
Fun.
Not immediately dissuaded.
Either.
Yeah, that dissuaded me just a little bit.
I kind of want to go over to the Apollo mainframe and knock. Just to see if anyone's home.
You want to go to the Apollo mainframe and knock?
It's just like ding ding.
I suggest we get. I suggest we
bye.
get down to the power. As soon as possible.
You go to the Apollo mainframe. There's no response to the
I mean, it's cool. I've got 2 eyes.
All right.
No worries.
Let's go down.
It's fine.
Eye patches are cool. They've always been cool.
You do have to pass by operations to go there. I don't know if you want to poke your head in there or not.
Yeah, let's poke our head in operations.
Okay.
We could go to operations.
I listen at the door for enemies.
Yeah, you listen at the door. Operations, the door is currently open. It's a hexagonal shaped room in front of you, and it's got 5 tactical stations that you can see within it from the hallway. All the lights and the screens are completely off. With no power from the reactor, there's nothing in this room going on whatsoever. So it's
Any more
Except to you
bodies
guys,
stuck to the
you want to
walls?
stand in here.
Is there anybody stuck to the walls in here? No. But you do
Yeah.
pass the occasional one as you're like walking down hallways and stuff. Like through
If I
the
see
main
him, I
hallway.
light him on fire.
Okay. Yeah. Some of the ones you
Okay.
encounter, their chests have already been burst open.
I keep a mental
they're
count.
dead, but still burn them.
Yeah, still burn them.
Still burn them. All right. Do you guys want to just continue on down to the next level? Quickly get another little thing in here before we end, or just
Iona's gonna keep pushing forward, even if people stop. He's gonna keep running into them and poking their backs with his like lit incinerator unit.
okay. You push your way forward. You go down the ladders, and you make your way to sub-level 1. You are now out of the North Bastion facility, and you are now in the sub-levels, the bowels of the base. So you remember when you drove up, or when you made your way in, there was that Sally Port, and that's where the ramps would have gone down into the motor pool. This is where those ramps would have led down into. So this is the motor pool. This is where all the APCs would be kept. The tanks, the Cheyenne drop ships would all be on this level when they come back to base. You can feel heavy heat in this area. You know there's a fire somewhere here. It's not immediately in front of you. You got a long tunnel in front of you leading dead ahead and to the right, which would cut through the motor pool. But like you can hear a fire raging. You hear the odd explosion going off, and you can feel the heat as soon as you make your way down the ladder.
That's good news.
And would we know that the fuel storage is like all connected throughout here? Like
yeah,
okay.
You would. So you also know, like, so remember how the west side of the base, the courtyard, was on fire? The fuel directly below that west will be on the west side of this staging area. Or this sub-level, I should say. Sub-level 1. So, theoretically, it's probably the same fire. It's the same fuel storage tanks, right? You know that there's a fueling station down here on this level as well on the west side. Remember, you've been to this base before. Nothing's a surprise to you except for the sub-level 3 that you've not been allowed to. Most of you probably haven't spent time in the reactor area, but again, it wouldn't have been off limits to you. So, you make your way through the tunnel, and you're hit with the motor pool. You do see on the left-hand wall as you enter the staging area of the motor pool, there's a repair kit on the wall, and there's also a med kit there.
Ooh.
If it's
Very
not picked
nice.
up by the time I pass it, I'll pick
Yeah,
it up.
grab and go.
Yeah.
Just grab and go.
Agreed.
Sure.
Mhm.
There's also a parts bay that you pass by, and then you continue on and you make your way past the vehicle bays, and there's 8 of them in total. You poke your head, you shine your light in each as you go by, and this is where they would have housed all the APCs. They're all gone. They were probably sent out when the war broke out a few hours prior to make their way around the colony. But there are, at the end of the motor pool, 2 tanks. 2 tanks sitting there waiting for you to use the
Race tanks. Let's race tanks.
I
There
tried to.
are 2 M40E Ridgeway heavy tanks sitting there.
God.
Can I try to pilot them throughout the base? They'll fit, right?
Yeah, that's what Halo taught me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are also 2 sets of power armor.
100%.
2 sets of power armor up against the wall next to the tanks.
Power armor?
Power armor.
Adam goes power.
Yeah, tanks? Fuck that. Power armor?
Like armor is in or power loader.
I'm sorry, power loaders.
I was like,
Power loaders, not power armor.
This
Either way, pretty cool.
I totally looked at Frost.
Iona's gonna look at Chaplin and say, "Get away from those, you bitch." and he's gonna sprint to it.
Is there
Are
something
you
in
gonna
particular
push him?
you?
I'll nudge him with my foot when Silva's not looking.
So you're breaking from
No,
the rest of the
I'm just kidding.
Are you breaking from the rest of the crew and you go into a power loader?
this would help us with the reactor. I'm
Then
going.
yes,
I'm
then I
going
will do
panic.
that. Okay, so we're
All right.
double teaming this.
There's 2
Two's
of them,
better
right?
than 1.
Grab
Yeah.
them.
Let's do it.
So the space elevator shaft, that's just where it goes up and down. There's no entrance there, and that's
the
not where it is.
The elevator's not on this floor, so it's got to be
Mhm.
lower. So yes, where the elevator would normally go through this floor, it is not there. You also see, like, as you get around the corner, you see the staging area where the Cheyenne dropships would be. There is one in the very middle of the staging area, but like the galleyway above it has come crashing down due to explosions and the fire. You can clearly see the fire on the west side of the staging area now, and it is connected to the fuel storage canisters that you saw above. It's basically exploded its way down here all along the west side of the base, and it's also hit the fueling station that's down here. So the whole west side of this floor is just a giant raging fire.
Can the tanks
Yes.
fit inside the space elevator shaft?
Yes, but again, it's not operational. So you know now you're still gonna have to go down a ladder to go to the next floor.
Mm-mm.
Just push the power loader down it.
But can we fit the tank down the ladder?
No, this isn't Halo.
This is turning
I
into
know, I'm
Halo
sorry.
multiplayer. Everyone's just flying around in this tiny
And
area.
scorpions.
Yeah.
How about we take the tanks and put them next to the elevator shaft?
Yeah,
That way
you can
they're
try
ready
to
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any way to suppress the fire?
No, unfortunately, not with the size and intensity that it currently is,
All right.
because it has it's basically the fuel in the fuel tanks
Yeah.
is just constantly
So-
burning.
So there's not going to be any way to fit that power loader down a floor.
No,
Okay.
an elevator.
All right.
Once you get the elevator going, then you can
Right.
load on there. But the thing to remember at the elevator is this thing isn't fast. It takes like 8 hours to get out into orbit. Like, this is a slow climb. Also, as soon as you get this thing operational, it's not like you're instantly off the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but so essentially, like as soon as we get the power back on, I'll be able to hop into the power loader and go pretty much throughout the whole base by using the elevator.
Elevators,
Is
yeah.
that
yeah.
what you're... Okay, cool. All right, well, I'll leave this here. And then, just go, like, my main focus is getting to the reactor.
Yeah. And similar. So you park your power loader? Is that what you said, Chaplain?
Yeah.
Okay. Iona pushes your power loader over with his and then gets out.
Well,
And
it
then
it does require a heavy machinery roll of 2 in order to pilot one.
Oh boy, I don't think I can even do that.
It does.
So Iona gets in it and then just doesn't know what to do with himself. He can't move it.
Maybe that's what causes it to be tipped over.
Yeah, he just crashes it through the wall into the fire.
Yeah,
and dies. Yeah. Anyway, so he follows you. I'm actually trying to be helpful. I'm just fooling around right now.
All right, so you make your way through the staging area. You keep to the far east side, avoiding the massive fire that is erupting on the west end. And you make your way down to sub.
Was it kidding? I'd like to move the tanks over by the shop.
Yeah, you can drive over there. I'm fine with that.
Do we have to roll and all that, or do we just say we did it so we can hurry on?
Oh no, you gotta roll, don't you?
Matt's
You gotta roll for that
face,
stuff.
Just
Matt's
happened.
face goes side to side.
Yeah, no, you gotta roll for that stuff. You
You
can't just teleport tanks next to the
Why
elevator.
not? We're just
That's
moving
how
on.
tanks work, Matt.
Move on.
Yeah,
Haven't
man.
you ever watched
Piloting
World War
these
II
things.
movies?
He is piloting what you use to drive tanks as well. Is that kind of like the universal drive skill, or is there an actual drive? I'm sorry.
Piloting.
No, it's piloting.
I got piloting. The juice will move one of these tanks.
Get it done, Juice.
The juice moves some tanks.
All right, roll
The
it.
juice is gonna move you.
Let's see if you can navigate through this debris and through the fire and get a tank over there.
I have
no
a
problem.
tank. I just drive through the debris.
Yeah, just get through it.
You can do it, Juice. We believe in
Fuck
you.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Got
you
All
five
right,
can.
you
successes.
plow your way through. You make a path for the next one. I'll let you have the next one at a +2, Juice, because you made a path of the first tank.
Dear diary.
Juice is just
I
ripping
drove
his
2
shirt
tanks
off.
today.
Juice.
This one's a little bit more stressful. You
Yeah,
know?
so you make it through, but an explosion goes off when some material flies in your direction. Kind of causes a little bit of a detour for you. But you still manage to make it through. And you just get a
But you're
nervous...
still in a tank.
You get a nervous
Yeah.
twitch, so your stress goes up a 1. Who's in the tank with you when you're moving it?
I assumed no one.
All right,
Nobody.
everybody gets a stress.
We're watching this.
Everybody gets a stress.
I'm just moving these tanks as I want to. I don't take orders from nobody.
Silva told you to move those tanks.
Except this beautiful tank.
You know, he saw the tanks was like. I'm
I was
doing
like, tanks for playing.
All right. You get the tanks lined up with the space elevator. You make your way down to sub-level 2. Sub-level 2 is where the reactor is.
Oh,
We got
boy.
a nuclear reactor there. We also have a massive ammo depot. And this
I
is where they
caught
store,
that. Yeah.
And this is where they store the nuclear warheads.
Whoa.
Hmm.
So we're gonna trigger this to explode the planet, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
So yeah, plan B, C, and D. Sounds like we're covered.
Plan
Plan
A for atomic.
Plan A.
Is there a way for us to time the nuke so that we can get up and away before the nuke goes off?
I'm sure we can do that. Yeah.
Okay, then
do it.
yes. Yes, I
I
agree.
can go in there and find out. Hey, Adam, there's a
Yeah.
question for you in chat there.
Huh? Oh.
Adam was literally looking off camera into space.
No, I was looking at the map because I have 2 monitors. So, yeah, we make a lot of games for the Zweihander D100 system. If you've ever heard of Zweihander RPG, and I'm specifically making a setting for it in a post-apocalyptic setting called Radiator. So that's
It also
Yeah.
has nuclear reactors.
yeah.
Clear.
Nuclear.
Yeah, so that's one of the projects that we're working on. But yeah, we got a few others in the pipeline. But
All right, so let's get the power on, set up the nukes, and get the fuck out.
I think this is a great place to leave off.
That's, that's
I think
fair.
this is.
I think it's a
because, like,
good place. We want to set some
music's
nukes up on a
dramatic.
timer. We got to get the power up and running. This is good. This is a good place to pick up.
We got this.
Okay.
We only need to set them on an 8-hour timer or whatever it is.
Dude, 8 hours, 5 minutes. Let's do this.
The space elevator doesn't move that fast.
It doesn't movie time. It'll always go just to the last second.
You know what? We all sit in the tanks, and then the explosion will just shoot us into orbit, and we'll be fine, right?
Tank
Yeah,
jump.
that's how it
it's
works.
A tank jump.
Yeah. Okay.
That
sounds good.
It's a
rocket
lot
jump.
like a fridge. It's a lot like a fridge.
Right.
Oh,
Exactly. You just hide in the fridge, and you'll be fine with the nuke.
All right. No, this is a good place to leave off. So we got to figure out when we want to come back to it before we leave. We got some folks joining us here. I'm sure they want to see what happens. When do we want to place next? I'll grab my calendar off the wall. Let's figure out a day.
Anytime before Thanksgiving.
My next
I
open
can even
is
do Thanksgiving.
November 7th.
I'm good for any time next month. As long
I
as
can
we
do
know.
November 7th.
We don't
So
want
it's
to play
not
on
next
Halloween.
Saturday, it's the following Saturday. Yeah, it's not Halloween, but the next Saturday.
Halloween's a no.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. Yeah.
I guess
Ken's gonna
people
be
with their.
drunk.
I'm not
things.
going anywhere, but I have plans at home.
To be asleep in a bed.
Oh no, I'm gonna be playing something.
Oh yeah.
Might be my longest stream
Mm.
ever, actually.
12 hours.
12
Uh,
hours.
All right. So are we November 7th?
7 sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
That's the easiest it's ever been.
I know it's
It
never a
is,
good
yeah.
sign.
Yeah.
All right. So GMP Alien. This game will return November 7th, November 7th at 8:30 Central Standard Time. Let's do the roundtables here. We'll say our goodbyes. We'll do our plugs. Adam, you are up.
Yes. Yeah, I'm Adam Rose. I'm the principal of Grim Perilous Studios. We were just talking about Radiator RPG, and specifically because Spoiler Knights asked, I am looking for the podcast that we have that is free to the public, because we're developing Radiator in front of our patrons on our Patreon, but you may want to know a little bit more about it, period, before we start trying to push you there. But here, if you wanted to take a listen to that podcast and see if that's something that you'd be interested in checking out further, there's 10 episodes there. So give it a listen.
There you go. Jeremy?
Just all the cool stuff that's going on here. I love working with Adam on Radiator. And yeah, we do a little bit of comic book nerdery on the Pludecast.
That's right.
And,
Yeah. If you
yeah.
want to hear us talk about comics, then you can check out our podcast, The Pludecast. I'll drop a link.
Mhm.
I'll drop a link.
Oops.
That's all right. You got Spotify and I got Anchor covered, so we're good. Anchor's where we get our stats from. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Adam just keeps like every time you link something, Adam just puts the Radiator like above it.
Just keeps copy pasting Radiator.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you got going on?
We got the Patreon that we've been doing. We do the Mechanics Mondays. We do a Zweihander game on Wednesdays. We do our Radiator stuff on Fridays. So that's always doing stuff. So you can always check that out. But yeah, that's what I got.
Cool. Ken? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing
Not
hasn't
even-
already been mentioned. Jen, what do you
Not
got going on?
Oh, I have no, just kidding. Tuesdays we do 6:30 p.m. Central Time at Borderlands 2. That's our GMP group of about 4 of us who do that every Tuesday. And then I will be doing something crazy next weekend. Yep. But new game
When are
this
you going to
coming
announce
week.
it? You keep hinting. When are you going to announce it?
I know I
Hint-
was going to
hint it.
announce it, but then I didn't feel good on Wednesday, so I kind of.
What about tonight? No? Okay, I won't put you on the
What do you
spot.
think we're doing after this?
I'm playing Jackbox. I thought we were playing
Oh.
Jackbox after this. Hey, we could stream that here.
Jackbox. What's that?
Are you kidding?
Slap chop.
I'm playing Slapshot after this.
But yeah, I'm part of the GMP crew, freelance proofer editor. I don't really have anything else going on.
We will be getting some indie games going on here, Polar Nights. We have in the past, and it's just been a bit of a lull recently, but we have a backlog of indie games that need to be played. So that should be coming up very soon. You can also catch me over on the official Free League channel, the people who make this game, where I'm running this exact same adventure every Thursday night, and I'm also looking for good people to be on there from time to time. And we're gonna raid them. We're gonna raid them right now because we got Diesel Shot is over there running Alien. So if you want to see more Alien, check them out.
Nice.
But thank you everybody for joining us tonight. It was awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for the
Had a
visits.
Good time. Thank
Yeah.
you for the subs. Thank you for the interaction. We appreciate it. We love having folks here with us.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right.
Just setting up the raid. Pardon me.
The Raid. It's rad.
That's a great movie.
The Raid,
It's
yeah, the
awesome.
Raid is a good
so
movie.
good.
And that not work.
Raid 2
There's
was
a
pretty
Raid
good,
2,
too.
right?
Oh yeah.
That's
Also
It's
fun.
pretty good.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back.